Hello, Dougler. We'll be with you soon. You know, I'm not gonna lie. There's no form of soup where I'm like, oh, that's gonna be great. Like chicken noodle soup, like I'll eat the stuff inside of it out. And like I'm not a big broth boy. I'm just not a big broth boy.
I totally forgot you have this thing about soup. Too.
Yeah, I'm just not into soup.
I really missed. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, the station's so much closer.
Oh my goodness, have we learned?
It's
Oh, by the way,
7 minutes.
wait. Before we say anything about physical locations, I have just put us live. They can hear us, so let's not.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you telling me, Lee, that you live here?
I'm saying we live
Next to this
in
station?
Mulberry Lane.
I will
across
say
way from
though,
the gingerbread man.
the other metro station I think was like 30 minutes out, and that might have been with the pass.
Jeez.
So yeah, this one is a lot closer.
So, hello everyone. We begin as we mean to go on, with a brief 20-minute delay, and Lee actively shoveling beans. You guys, when last we left our heroes, were conversing with the man who identified himself as Gylastus Miktros, the last of the Miktros rulers of Ischydonia, before the Kirkos family ousted them in a coup and civil war. So, yeah, he seems to have been recently woken up by a person named Broda Acalaris, who our players might know something about. And after they did a wee bit of drugs and almost stopped their hearts to pass through the glowy ghost fence, they are now chilling beneath a ruined mausoleum. And
drugs.
yeah, Gylastus is on a slightly raised central
Some
area.
of us did more than others.
Yeah. All did some did more. Yeah, you guys are in a room that sort of opens up a bit like a Tetris piece. Has 3 insets with vast carvings of ancient Ischydonian heroes wielding spear and shield. Like, also Dougler, yeah, sorry to like hop in on you there with the audio. I'm just I'm having dinner and such, and I had some technical difficulties, so all on the DM here. But that is, I believe, our refresher. If I recall correctly, the conversation was kind of wrapping on this dude was trying to recruit you to help him do something, and you were trying to suss the dude's intentions. And if anyone remembers more precisely, yeah, we're calling it at 11:30 tonight because I have to travel, traveling season, as it were. So, yeah, we're an hour early, so we're for a good time, not a long time, and I'm all for it. So, before you, in ancient robe and tattered yet still fine raiment of a king, stands Gylastus Miktros, one spear in his hand. And he looks down upon you, and there is a paleness to his skin, and perhaps a glint of red at the edge of his gray-green iris. And he says, "So, would you join me? There is great treasure and wealth to be had, and the friendship of a king. The treasure not easily bought off. And I am not a man who forgets my friends, nor am I a man likely to pass away of old age," he says with a grin.
Okay, just theoretically, if we don't have time to join you, what would you say?
He says, well, he gesticulates behind him and says, "You have come to the mausoleum for some purpose. Allow me to assist you with it, and then we can move forward."
We've faced a lot of undead, specifically vampires,
Yeah.
in the past, little bit.
You have a lot of experience.
Are
with
there
it.
like the telltale signs of this guy has totally been converted to a vampire?
He is 150% converted.
My man does not look alive to you, and he has offered no other explanation for why he is alive right now. And
Takes a
But
Pikachu.
there is a difference between being an undead that got resurrected versus being a vampire
Give me-
that's fully in
give
control
me an investigate.
and not being mind controlled.
Give me an investigate or a medicine at your preference.
Can I choose neither and choose something else?
Okay, but theoretically,
Hey,
what if?
I choose
Zion,
option
hey. Does this guy look like he sees all there?
Cabanto
Hey,
sees a few
Zion.
dead people. Lonnie's like, yeah, I mean,
What
you
do you
know,
mean?
looking on the dead side of vampire.
His head's probably not on there.
Gylastus did inform you that Abroda had awoken him, with like sweet sucker or some other euphemism. Yeah, Tento. As Gylastus speaks, you see the two of his 4 teeth are a bit more stabby than usual, and there is that red glint at the edge of his circles of his eyes. Putting 2 and 2 together, you're pretty sure Abroda gave a hibernating vampire blood to wake him up. Based on what he said about being bricked in someplace earlier, it sounds like she found him, gave him blood, woke his ass up.
And promptly left.
Yeah?
They had a conversation. He's alluded to the conversation. He hasn't necessarily like painted you like a full picture of what she said to him.
It just sounds like Abroda is trying to cause a lot of chaos.
In character, Kabancho will ask, do you have other associates that are rallied to your cause?
He says, "Why, of course, of course. When I give the signal, all of the great and noble houses will come to my side, and of course, my ancient allies in Actigoros, although they can of course not take a military action against a province of the Albardian Empire, will provide the funding for various mercenary forces. Wheels are already in motion, and a great monsoon of pressure is upon this mill wheel. I tell you, you stand at the precipice of the Mikros' return. We shall be kings again, and I shall lead my bloodline to glory once more." And yeah, he seems to really be putting an emphasis on that. You can roll me an insight if you want to see, you know, any details about that.
I want to see Kabancho
In-
do this first.
In history,
Yeah.
was it as great as he's saying they were?
So
That's a good question.
Is the good old times are really good?
So, like,
or is it just mediocre?
in the really old days, Actigoros and Iskydonia were the same thing. Actigoros is a big fuck off city state, but it broke away, and that wasn't so great. And now it's like Ischydonia's 2 provinces. Like, that ain't nothing. But to clarify, like, Clan Tessin presently owns 2 provinces. So I mean, you know, this guy historically most famous for being the last of the Miktroses who was usurped. So the greatness of his deeds.
So that's it. That's all he was known for, being
You
usurped.
can roll history to know more about Gylastus. I mean, historians did write about him. Dice Prophet, hello, good evening, greetings.
That's a good name, Dice Prophet.
Zion, you know, the Dice Prophet spoke. I mean, Lonnie's got to get in on this quickly, or they're gonna be she's gonna be out of a job. You know what I mean? Like,
She's gonna be confused.
Fuck, why did I do dreams? Why did I just do rolling dice?
so
I fucked up.
So Zion, it thinks back and it remembers. Oh yeah, Gylastus. Gylastus did fight in a fairly famous battle. It was a border war to the south. Nothing really say that he did a great job, but he was there and he led his dudes. So there was that. And he was known for instituting an economic policy which was aggressively in favor of Actigoros, for which he was definitely bribed by Actigorian merchants. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because Ischydonian merchants were now getting a rawer deal in their own province than Actigorian merchants. And things had been kind of on the not-so-great side from a while anyway. And he and his soldiers had been away for a long time at war, which gives people time to talk and scheme, and also drains the coffers. So on top of that, he was instituting a new post-war tax to ameliorate things and rehire people and he didn't in the treasury have enough money immediately to pay for like all of the money owed, like the Were Guild, the blood money owed to the families of the dead soldiers. So that wasn't great. And Kirkos was like the most prominent military families, and they said, "Fuck this shit. We're in charge now. Fuck Actigoros and fuck this guy." And a great and storied leader, Eliana Kirkos' like great-great-grandmother, absolutely kicked this man shit in, and then after she was done killing his guards, kicked him into the crematorium of some other city and literally bricked him in as like a both huge defeat and humiliation. So yeah, if anybody knows anything about this guy, just like at a glance, it's that this is the dude who, like, when he was dethroned, got bricked into a crematorium. So
yeah. Zion will say, one moment, please.
of course, you have time to consider, but do think to the future. This offer won't last.
So whispering,
Yeah.
it will say,
He used to pay.
Wait,
something.
I feel of
Zion
isolation. They can't possibly
Zion
hear
can
us.
whisper?
Yeah, we take the 5-foot step of isolation.
Yeah, you didn't know it's like the dial on the
it
side.
has a
That's like
volume knob.
volume.
Wait, I didn't know Zion could whisper. I thought Zion could, all Zion could do was just like, yo.
yep,
oh my
it's
God.
kind of a dumbass.
Really? I thought you had the highest intelligence score out of all of us.
So, according to history, the guy behind us isn't very good at leading.
But he said that he has a bunch of people at his beck and call. Isn't that what good leaders have?
Oh, Tento, by the way, with a 24 insight. He's like, you ever know a guy who's like, oh yeah, Johnny, he'll lend me $20, or oh, we're gonna have like 20 people at this party, and you know, you'd feel like a dick if you called him out on it, but it's never quite the number he said it was gonna be. You get a big sense that this might be a man who's really big on saying, oh yeah, we got everyone coming through, and maybe people come through, but you don't think that he's talking about a lot of oh, it's definitely gonna happen, not it's happened.
I'm just gonna look at Roshi. You are horrible at this kind of stuff, man.
Damn, you speaking to Orochi all the way at Sorjo?
Sorry, Roshi. Sorry,
Oh my
Kabacha.
god.
Yeah,
He also
yeah. I'm
looks
using
like,
the note.
Where is she?
He also
You
looks.
suck.
He also looks like sounds
You
like
hear
kind of,
thunder in the distance.
he weirdly sounds like he's talking about stuff that happened a long time ago, as if though it was like recent. And he just kind of gives
Yeah,
you
that's
the
what
sense
was
of a
concerning to
man-
me too. I was like,
gives you the sense of a guy who's like, oh yeah, like, you know, all of the great families and the merchants, but it's like, okay, but like, do you know like a guy's name who's alive right now? And he might give you one, and he might not be alive right now. So
Lee,
uh,
how big of a gap in technology has it been since he was alive and now? Like, did crossbows not really exist back then, and now they do, and just out superior like weaponry?
When you think about gaps of technology, but the gap is between bow and arrow and crossbow.
they were
That's a pretty big gap.
They were crossbows, but they weren't as proliferated or as well machined as they are now. So like they would have more imperfections, they'd be less uniform, and they wouldn't do as good. The fact that all of the crossbows you have with you are like roughly the same bent and measure is honestly probably like the most like thing about the technology. Also,
Someone quarter market the crossbow industry.
yeah, so if
stop saying
anything,
stupid things.
the technological advancements that you have, like, I mean, if you had printed word, because they're technically speaking like printing now, that would blow his mind. He's but yeah, other than that, I mean, if you could show him like the screw presses that were being used in the child's labor warehouse, be like, wow, that's pretty good. And he'd be like, yeah, thanks, the dwarf made it. Also, it was being used for child labor.
All right.
But yeah, so that's Skylastus's spiel. That's his whole shtick. That's what he's told you. And you
So-
probably don't have anything that's gonna like totally blow his brains, but you got some shit.
I definitely have something that could totally blow his brains.
I mean, yes.
I
I would note he saw a robot and was like, "Oh, are you one of the people made by this person?" So.
Oh no! I was just gonna shoot him in the head
Don't meant
and blow his
literally.
brains.
Yeah, I thought you meant the divine discharger, but yeah. So he says, "Listen, I can
The
tell
first-hand
you
experience.
you're the adventurous sort. You have come to a strange tomb. No need to beat around the bush here. Tell you what, I only need the things in this section of the tomb," and he points to the middle inset. "But I can tell you how to get in those sections." Points to the ones east and the west.
Remind me why we're here again? Or was it just because we heard
At
Abrota
this-
came here?
No, the Dark Knight guy said. Batman said that there's something in here that we want.
Yeah.
I think
There's also been disturbances.
disturbances too.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
this is one of the
we're here to
places where you
investigate.
heard that like stuff was going down, and yeah, it seems like you might have found somebody who's fucking around here.
So Zion, he may not be a great leader, but I think he has a lot of influence. How
Oh no, he
Yes,
does
we
not.
should proceed.
No, he does not.
No.
you sure he said all those things about having a bunch of nobles at his beck and
Hey,
call?
Kiki.
You know?
Hey, Kiki. Scout says a lot of things.
Yeah, but he's a thief. This guy's a noble.
Are you sure he's still a noble?
His
Can your nobility be taken from you? Is that a thing?
It's only be forgotten.
Well, he doesn't hold the lineal flame right now. A bit of a gray area, but let's just say he ain't as noble as he used to be, at the very least. From a legal standing, he's not a graph anymore. His imperial rank has gone from 2 to 0.
But no, this guy does sound like an asshole. I think we should take him out, but what about all of his friends? Or I like air quote friends staring at Tento.
they're probably mostly dead. Unless they're also all vampires.
I mean, they're not supposed to make more, but they have been, so I don't see what's stopping them.
Roto's been just making them left and right. Or at least rattling them up too. Well, not really rattling them up.
Well, if he had
Look over
that
my
much...
shoulder and like just stare at him. Is he like staring at us as we talk?
He's like pacing back and forth. He's trying to not like. So he's pacing around the platform with a spear. He's trying to not look like he's looking right at you, but he's looking in your direction. You know what I mean? Like,
He's a side eye,
kind of an
I just kind
awkward.
of like wave at him and like go back to the huddle.
He's like
So we're also here trying to find something, right?
Yeah.
disturbances.
We're
yes.
investigating the disturbance and taking out any vampiric leaders.
yeah. And the Night Hunter let you know that you needed Hemlock and Clayroot. You were going to need it, and you did need it to get to here.
A lot of it apparently. Looking at Zion.
Zion's got like a light
Like,
dusting
are you
of
still
it
like
on its
functioning
intake
properly,
nostril.
Zion? Like, are you?
Like you're still vibrating, my
Okay.
friend.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And he's like, as it's like vibrating.
Should never turn off that rumble function.
Yeah.
I think your controller's stuck.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, so
Uh-huh.
I say we look at the first room, the other two rooms first, and we don't find anything interesting. Then we go into the center room.
I poke my head up again. So, would you show us how to enter one of the rooms as show of good faith?
He said, I would say that I have shown you good faith by not taking offense that you are clearly grave robbers in the tomb of my family.
But of
Gesticulates
the family
around.
that you are trying to,
Return to greatness.
yeah.
Yes. I am a Mitros. I have every right to visit my ancestors. And I'm sure they'd want their treasures in good hands in such a trying time for our family.
Go back into the huddle. So, that's the work.
Robbing his own family's tomb.
I mean, technically, it's not robbing if it's within
Okay, are
the
these
family.
like doors like sealed at all, or like?
So, to clarify, the things to the north don't look like doors. They look like full wall, like not murals, but like the stone carvings, right? That being said, you've recently been in a ancient Dagorian tomb that had things that looked like walls with carvings, but you found these points on them that you could use, and they were hidden doors. So you get a thing. Maybe there's a theme here, and in fact, you note the fact that you remember tomb theater is a feature of Dagorian culture, and there's a stage right here.
Oh, that's why Aston's sitting up there to open the doors so he can do a play.
Well, Lonnie's is also going to step out of the huddle, I guess.
Yeah, so you step out of the huddle, and he looks at you, and he says, "Hello. So, I see you come here."
I mean, we're
Very-
not grave robbers, though. I think there has been a misunderstanding.
Ah, yes, you were here to do.
We heard we heard that a Brota had come down here.
Ah,
We were hoping to catch her before she left.
well, as it happens, as I told you, she awoke me in the city of Xylaros. Now, you could run off to Xylaros and perhaps find some word of her. But, he leans in, he may have mentioned some things about where she was going to me.
Oh, we were
Uh-huh.
hoping that she could show us around here. Since we did make the trip here after all, so since she's not here, could you do that instead?
He says, thinks about it, he says, "You want me to show you around the mausoleum?" Well, certainly. Normally, one cannot come here if one is not a Mictros, but as the eldest of the Mictroses, who are yet standing, I think it is well within my rights to grant you special dispensation. It is a great honor, of course. I will require one assistant.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Ooh. Oh,
Or
nope, Tanjari already
Says-
volunteered.
He gesticulates to the far side of the stage, and he says, "If you'd be so kind to join me on the stage."
Oh boy.
He says, "Yes, so we are going to reenact Hyathin and Xylor at the cliffs. Now, as you will of course know, the
Why
greatest...
don't you just like go up and just cast guidance on him now?
Yeah.
Because this sounds like an upcoming performance check. And Lonnie's now scared.
He says, so, as you will of course no doubt recall, and he dumps on you some, like, you know, drama nerd shit, but you're not, I mean, you might know it.
Fucking,
If you're
fucking
into,
theater kid.
if you're into old Dagorian plays, you'll know it. Yeah, so the important point here is that at one point Xylor cuts his palm and puts the blood onto Xyloron's spear. And that is the scene in particular that needs to be reenacted. And you note that it is literally the scene depicted here. There is one dude with a spear and another dude with a bloody palm, and he's grasping the other dude's spear. And there's a cliff and waves in the background. So, he just says, so I have the spear, so he stands and he's got it, and says, if you really put your heart into it, it will help. And he tells you the line is, and so I pass, blood The blood, a weapon against our enemy. And just say it with meaning, like you're talking to someone with whom you have a complicated but generally friendly relationship.
Do you want me to actually cut my head, or?
He says, the blood is quite necessary.
My goodness, this is what you have to do in theater too?
He says,
You guys have healers in the background?
He says, well, it is said that all great artists bleed for their art.
Good thing I'm
What are
not a
the
great
other two
artist.
Here's the other two doorways, or the insets.
So,
Maybe there's a non-lethal one, or a non.
So you see that there is one where a person, you see it's a dude, he's got a bandage, he got bandages over his eyes, he has one hand up, and he has another hand over his heart, and his mouth is open, and he's walking into a lake, and all of the water has opened up around him.
Is that Jesus? Wait, what was my line again? I'm sorry.
Wrong part of the Bible, but good effort. So your effort is from blood to blood, a weapon against our enemies. And Galas
And then
is
that's
like,
when
and then you slit your palm, and then you grasp it, and then you grab my shaft. I shall proffer the spear, and it will open this middle door. But yeah, so one of them is a dude partying a lake, eyes bandaged, and the other is a man surrounded by wolves, and he is in the woods with just a knife, and his head is reared back as if though he's roaring.
All right, well, I'm gonna do the line because I have forgotten already.
Yeah.
Remember, Scout.
This is why I never took either, right?
Remember, Scout, complicated relationship.
So
You
give me.
have a lot of experience with this.
Also, firmly grasp his shaft.
These are important side.
Y'all
If,
being
if that's the
sassy.
flash of genius, I'm gonna die.
Yes.
It's
Y'all being awfully sassy today. Look, they just started.
Make the performance roll and enjoy the buffs of your friends.
Panto, break a limb.
No, God, I hate you all.
It is dangerous to go alone, and you should take this.
7.
So let's have the guidance. That's a D4, yeah.
Roll 1d4.
Okay,
Nine.
almost
You
to
also
double
get the
digit.
+4 because of flash of genius.
So that's what, 13?
Yes.
All right.
So you also get Twist of Fate.
It's a group effort, guys.
With the
all
power
in
of
this.
friendship.
How high is this?
Into a
How high is this
passable
fucking
actor.
number to get you through a
So,
community theater
that's
one line?
7
Six.
to 16.
6, 9, 16. It's 16.
From 7 to 16.
All right, yeah.
Wait,
He reaches out the
I'll
spear,
actually
and
be. I'll be his role.
Kento, suddenly, you like kind of half-heartedly doing it, and you're like, man, I guess I'm gonna give myself like a paper cut. But then you're like,
Oh.
fuck, yeah, no, I can feel his emotion for this dude right now, and I'm totally ready to go fight our enemies. We've got the blood, it's going on. There might be magic involved with the blood. Who knows?
Hey, I cut my hand once.
I'm grabbing this fucking spear. Also, just reopening this scar real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's the same.
you lose 1 HP, and you step right here, and there's like a sound of stone like sliding and metallic clicking sounds as like these metallic sconces sort of like open up in the sides of the wall. And he looks around, he says, I think we've done it. And then
Bonnie's
there's
going
a
to
Wait.
clap.
whoosh, whoosh, whoosh as
you mean you think?
blue flame dances forward.
Did you think we weren't gonna do it?
He says,
Lonnie is
of
just-
course, I had the utmost faith.
Lonnie's going to clap and is like, wait, how does this work though? I don't know
and then there's a
this.
and this northern wall opens up, and there's a blue flame over a giant tomb.
What about the other doors? Encore.
And
Okay!
and Gailas
Encore.
looks to the north, and he looks around at the flames. He says, "Let us first tour this chamber." You said that you wanted.
Does that
to-
look familiar? Does that look similar to something else we've seen before?
the sarcophagus,
The flame.
the flame? Yeah.
The-
So
the-
the blue
The way it's
flames.
chilling there.
The blue flames tend to come up in like around shrines, when the Soronetta is working, when the Soronetta is strained, when something spiritual or like spirit magic is going on. So that's like the blue flame that's in all these sconces as well. So
Mm.
Guys, steps
Well,
off the
Open up
stage.
the other doors.
gesticulates,
If
and
you
says,
close those doors, we
symbol-
won't bother you with this one.
he says,
The
"Oh,
symbol on the coffin, is that like the same one as the other temple, or is that just
yeah, no. So the Dagorian like symbol of both life and death is it's not engraved. It's like embossed on. You know what I mean? Like they cut down the rest of the stone to show it. I guess it's carved. I'm mixing up my terms, but yeah. So that's their symbol of life and death, depending which way it's pointing. So it was on all of the sarcophagi that you found under the Undercroft as well. So.
He wants to go in there?
Well, he's like, come, you said you wanted a tour. Let me give you a tour. And Cabancho is saying, not so fast, buddy. Let's open the other doors and we'll be out of your hair. And Gailas is like, so, if someone wanted to like really put their foot down here and maybe make like an argument against what he's saying and really try and push on the other doors, maybe he'd relent.
do
No, I
do
don't have
all
it.
do all of the doors open with like a different scene? Like how does
Yeah,
it know
they-
which scene you're playing?
And well, does Lonnie say that?
Yeah.
And Gailas just steps back and says, "Why, of course, it is the thaumaturgy of my house, and the great architects, and the magics that were done there, and of course, the priests were brought, and the great moments of our forebears of House Mixtros, emblazoned in stone. And the spirits, you see, you can see the tablets within, the spirits remember, and when we pay homage, the spirits open."
So you're telling me earlier that there was a chance that this wouldn't work?
He says, "Well, you reenacted the scene just fine."
But there was a chance that like who the heck is judging us?
You
Dude, don't you just have to do the scene and that's it?
He gesticulates around at the blue flame sconces and says, "Oh, the spirits of my ancestors, the usual."
How do you know which scene to perform? Like, does it relate to
you
the
put-
drawings on the doors?
He nods and he says, "Yes. The one that opened up was a dude grabbing the spear with like blood dripping from it. And there were two dudes, and there was a cliff. Yeah, Dice Prophet says, "Great robbing is such a strong word. Go on, recycling." Upcycling, one might say. Technically speaking, this is just Gailas reclaiming his rightfully inherited property several generations later.
What
Yeah,
are the other two what are the other two pictures again? One's like someone
So,
roaring or
is
something.
so
blind.
one is somebody, with bandaged over eyes, with hand outstretched, one hand on his heart, walking, like parting a lake that he's walking into. And the other is someone, like, down to basically like a loincloth with a knife in their hand, head reared back, screaming while surrounded by wolves.
Which one's the water one? Actually, you know what? No, never mind. Which one's the wolves?
So
You thought about that for a second, you're like, nah, fuck
So-
that. The wolves is right
we-
here.
Lonnie's just gonna run up, try to look excited, like, ooh. So wait, what is this one depicting then?
And Gailas says,
And-
yes, well, my fabled ancestor, when he washed ashore, took up his blade, and he kind of gets into the story, and basically this dude gets surrounded by wolves, and you need to
Be surrounded by wolves, Kabancho. You heard that, right?
well, of course, it's a dramatic recreation. So the chorus acts as the wolves, and and then my ancestor lets out a mighty cry that shows that he can conquer nature itself, and the wolves, respecting him, leave his territory to him.
Oh, so is there music too?
And he says, well, accompaniment is preferred.
That one sounds fun. Should we try reenacting that one too?
He says, well, it was always a real crowd pleaser.
I'm curious what the music sounds like.
And Guy laughs is like, well, if we had, well, actually, there is a horn in here, although let's best not play that for this. And he kind of gives like da-da-da-da-da-da-da. He kind of like recants the melody. He's like, if I had a drum, I could really give you the beat.
Zion just then takes off his head. Here you go.
A drum?
Yes.
Does anyone have a drum? I don't think any of us have a drum.
And do we have any stringed instruments? Perhaps a lyre? Or he looks around.
Lonnie will pull out the shamisen then.
He says, yes, a shamisen. That will do nicely. And he kind of gives you like a rough impression of the notes.
If we have a box or a bucket, I can fashion something.
Yes. Any
Can you though?
Any,
Can you?
Put your web
I
on
can try.
the top.
anything.
I don't think that's how that works.
With enough pressure and webbing, I could fashion something.
I don't. You know what? That's fine. Anyone got
volunteer Tento?
Do we have a bucket or something? for Kabancho to make his janky.
Perhaps someone does.
I will walk over to the machine of no name and just kind of take off the head.
His eyes widen as he sees that there's like a cockpit in there, and he says, wait, this is ingenious. Is that device intended to be operated by squirrels?
Oh no, you create... It's in cahoots.
Yeah, Zion's in cahoots with
Nutters.
Nutters. Just say yes.
Zion thinks about it. Yes.
My.
Admission!
Training the squirrel would be quite the deed. You must know a great druid. Well, I digress. Normally, I would, of course, perform, but the old windpipe's a little dusty at the moment. If anybody would give me your best wolf taming cry.
Kabancho?
Yeah. Give it to me, my fair anorak. Make the sound. Imagine you are surrounded by wolves. They want to tear out your very throat, and you need to cry out to conquer them.
Kabancho just kind of starts heaving and.
He's having a panic attack!
He screams, the wolves, they all must die!
And he says, good, you're getting into character, but it's more of just a bass, guttural, kind of sound.
I like to think that Kabancho doesn't listen and just keeps going.
Kabancho was like absolutely like PTSD.
Is this method acting?
I think he's having the flashbacks right now. I don't think he's acting.
There's so many teeth. The claws of teeth.
He says, yes.
Rip them apart.
Visualize. Well, you don't actually attack them. It's more of a diplomatic thing. Yeah. So,
diplomatic.
Do you scream?
I will start screaming, but I don't stop
like the
interjections.
And he says, good. I think he's in a flow state right now. Clear the stage. Clear. Well, the musicians to the corners of the back corners of the stage and center stage are fair Cabancho. Let his vocals rip. And
We'll
Cabancho,
get him.
first of all, our musicians, please roll me a performance to know how well the shamisen and the
Yes.
it's like a very up tempo
Oh
like.
no!
Let's go.
Lonnie's gonna guidance her. Oh no! What did I roll?
So there's some slapping sounds and some going on in the background.
Also,
as
am
you-
I allowed to add my proficiency?
Yeah, I think you're proficient in instruments, right?
Submission.
Yeah, so 12 then.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
That's a lot better, actually.
He's
So
in double digits.
you have a decent like. Ooh, and
Lonnie's
Zion,
just trying
like,
not to
boop.
laugh and also be
Boop.
concerned for Cabancho's performance.
Cabancho,
just snickering to
doesn't
himself.
negatively impact you, doesn't positively impact you. Just the noise is happening. Roll me.
Noise is happening.
Roll me an
That's-
intimidate.
Intimidate.
That's all Tinto's just like snickering in the background.
What are our
Yeah.
rolls?
I'm so
You let
glad
out-
y'all gave me a boost.
You let out a cry, and he's like, "Excellent!" And he steps onto the stage. And the moment he steps onto the stage, it's like when you let your cry, like the door starts opening over here. And then Glass
I'll
says,
make my own
"Excellent."
herd. I'll show them who's better. Ah.
Absolutely. You really put your
Say
all into there. I
herd?
felt the emotion and the feelings towards the wolves. Although you was a little bit bloodthirsty, he was more on the make, kind of leave and let live side. He steps onto the altar, or onto the stage, and
Tinto's having a
You
good right
see-
laugh.
you see like a face in the fires temporarily. He kind of looks at you. And then disappears into the wall. And God sees that and says, maybe my ancestors a little woken up by the theater. Maybe we can, perhaps we should make haste on this door.
Wait. What about this one? It looks so mysterious.
Galastus says,
I'll roll over them with an iron limb. I will kill them all.
Galastus says, no, this next piece is a bit more cerebral, Cabancho. You need to reframe yourself. Imagine that you have lost your eyes in a terrible fire, and you've been blinded. And
I lost everything. I will gain everything back.
but you
I will
are
come to them.
You are an
Tinto just like walk up to Cabancho.
Oracle of Oculos. And despite the fact that your eyes no longer work, your mind's eye, your third eye, your spirit's eye is great. And so great is your power as an oracle that you walk into the sacred pool and
I think
you-
Lonnie would
you
best be suited
feel-
for this role.
you press your hand to your breast and you reach out and you let the rhythm of
Awesome
your
dice.
heart peel back the waves. And you intone a chant, and your beating heart and chant drives back the waves.
Yeah, I think Lonnie would probably be best for this role.
I have,
Lonnie, come over
I
here.
have seen this brilliantly performed with several hydroponics, where one has a pool and you artfully open up the bottom, and it looks like, but we're not actually gonna do that here. Obviously.
How much water did they move?
Oh, they could move a significant amount depending on if it was one of those large arenas or if it was more like a small pool thing. Or do you mean my storied ancestor? Like,
Your ancestor, of course. I
Oh,
mean,
well, it
that's
was-
a much more impressive
well,
feat.
I say a pool, but it was really more of a lake, more of a sacred lake, yes. And this sacred lake in the hills, many important family rituals are performed there. I tell you about it, but it's a family affair.
Lonnie's gonna try to take the center and kind of try to get into the mindset of casting control water.
Trying to get
Tinto's
the
gonna drag
mindset-
Cabancho's away.
Trying to get into the mindset of an oracle who can cast control water. Now, Lonnie does have to reach for this, but she's a skilled actress. She's been studying for a long time. She's really gone
She'll
over the
cast
notes.
performance on herself first, though, because
I
our
spelled that
roles
wrong.
are really
Yeah,
sus.
I mean, are you? At this point, are you performing? I mean, you have the option to literally cast the spell if you want, or you can perform. But I'll give you advantage.
I'll perform.
I'll give you advantage on the performance. Yeah, so he steps back. And everyone's, okay, so... Yeah, you do it, and
Thank goodness for advantage. Oh my god,
you're
my
like,
first one was a
"Oh."
4.
You feel your heart beat faster, and then calm, and then another chamber has opened, and now all 3 of the chambers are open. Class says, "Well, excellent. I suggest we, with great reverence towards my ancestors, slowly walk." He steps a little bit towards the northern door now.
You have some rather impressive ancestors.
Here's why. Thank you. We have.
Is this all that they've done, or are there more
He says,
stories?
"Oh, well, these are just the highlights in the basement. These were actually the oldest of the ancestors. The upper 2 stories of the mausoleum had many more entrances, but sadly, my enemies have destroyed. Of course, we will rebuild." And
at this point,
he steps in and he notices that one of them is the sarcophagi is like open, and he sees his like ancestor there. Like, well, there's a skeleton there, and he says, "Wait a minute. What happened to your spear?"
hey, real quick.
Spear?
Does
Oh.
the guy looked armed besides the spear that he had to for the other reenactment?
No, but it's worth noting that that spear isn't like a prop spear. That's like a proper spear.
But like besides that, does he look armed? Does he look like he has
He's armored?
a spell book? Is he armored up?
So you want to like get a sense of like what would
His
happen
combat
if you
prowess? Like,
Also,
Really?
theoretically, how wise do you think this person might be?
Yeah.
No reason whatsoever.
I mean,
I'm not actually casting.
he seems like a man who talks a lot. He does a lot of talking, and yeah, he looks like as he moves, even though he looks very dead, he looks very lively, like very lively. Like you get the feeling like it might take a bit to take him down. He doesn't look like he'd do good in the sun.
It's just a coincidence. It can't be a
So
vampire.
So what's wrong?
Says, well, my ancestor here has had his spear taken. It was a beautiful thing. It had purple, and its tip was, well, it was shaped as if though an arrowhead mirrored, and as he describes this, it sounds exactly like the fucking spear that Pelton had.
Oh,
But the door was closed. I thought there weren't that many people who knew how to.
Of course, you would have to be a member of House Mictros, unless one of the... No, a priest would never. Perhaps, in the intervening years, someone has found our records. Perhaps in some country villa of my ancestors. And this is most disturbing, but... He walks over, he cracks this one open, and he says, "Now allow me just reverently..." The dust falls off. You see someone, you see a
Isn't it
skelefied
quite
person.
disrespectful to just open up?
He says, "Oh, no, trust me. I am
it's his tomb.
an ex. Yes, this is. I'm just here to say hello, dear ancestor." He waves, and he's like, "Ah, yes." And you see, there is like it's like golden, but it's a cornucopia, but it doesn't have fruit in it, but it's still of the shape. And he says, "Yeah."
Hey, does the name Pelton sound familiar to you at all?
He says, "No, Pelton. There's a couple of Peltons. I mean, anything in particular
Not
about
in
him?"
your family, or
There are probably a few Peltons in my
Wait,
family.
he looks excited now, right?
Yeah, so he's reaching towards this thing that looks like it's a golden cornucopia.
Lonnie's gonna just try do like the head tilt towards Cabancho.
Oh, I was
wait,
wondering like,
does
what the heck are you
Gambacho
doing?
pick up on it?
Yeah, and
I
Gylastus.
mean, I'm
Yeah, I
waiting
know.
for a signal. So
Yeah. So Gylastus is like, yes, the cornucopia of all Iscydonia. With this, we
What is
will
that?
return. Oh wait,
asshole person.
wait, do you cast that shit on him right as he's explaining?
Yeah, as he's
Okay.
monologuing, being distracted.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just a little concerned about,
Um,
raiding a tomb, even if it is your own family.
Oh,
so-
Reaching for a shiny.
So
Radiant isn't that
Gylastus,
bad.
Gylastus pops a legendary resistance, looks back at Kabancho, and says,
Objection.
Can Lonnie now cast it?
Yeah,
If she sees that fail?
Yeah. He points his spear at Kabancho and says, "You!" And then he has to make a saving throw against your old person, which he passes and says, "I am surrounded."
I'm gonna use my last twist of fate to try to lower this.
All right.
Yes!
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh shit!
yeah. So,
Let's go.
you guys have basically a beatdown ambush round where you have paralyzed Gylastus. What do you want to do?
Okay, I don't know if he's actually going to do it, and then she'll start out with that, and then just slowly devolves into what I oh wait, no! The Bonzo can understand.
I can understand.
Right. It's a lot of incoherent mumbling of like I don't know if he was actually gonna do anything, but I don't know if he was reaching for something and I didn't know what.
Tento's gonna just like as he's paralyzed, he's just gonna walk over to the tomb and like look in it and see what's in there. What's in there?
The cornucopia.
Yeah, so you see,
Like-
so there's like a skeletonized person. They've got like a very tattered, once wealthy raiment on. But the main thing is the skeleton has their arms crossed, and in it is like a cornucopia made of gold, and it's got like a cogginess to it. In fact, your little thieving instincts tell you might be able to twist some of the knobs on it.
Oh yeah, Tento's totally gonna like twist that shape like a.
Okay, so to clarify, they hold person him to prevent him from grabbing it, and then you jack that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cursed item time! Cursed item, let's go!
So, yeah. So I think we might need turn order at this point, because he's.
Do I get to do anything? Because my I guess surprise thing was to cast old person.
I guess we would have.
Or is
to
that like
wish
my
it?
action before all this starts going to turn order?
Oh shit, Zion!
So. All right. Let's.
Did
all
someone
right,
roll
so-
for me?
I did.
yeah,
I did.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay, I just want to make sure. No,
Just
you're
for
good.
expedience's sake. So, all right. So here's how
That's
we're gonna
fine.
here's how we're gonna play this.
Let's go, Zion!
I'm gonna say that Zion, no one communicated to Zion that there was anything fucking going on here, and Tento was already ready to steal. So, you cast the spell, and then we're gonna treat it as you gotta get a surprise round. We're gonna go through all the players, and you're gonna do one thing on top of Tento grabbing that, which, by the way, definitely gonna have consequences, but you'll find them out soon. Zion, what do you want to do? You got an action's worth. Gylastus is, frozen.
Is he like pointing his weapon at Cabancho
Yeah.
as he's
Yeah.
frozen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like-
well, I guess
Is that a hostile
Yank it
action in
out!
Zion's eyes?
things are going down.
I thought you were gonna do a Zawarudo style replace thing for frozen in time. But yeah, no, you
Are you
have
gonna
flanking-
steamroller?
You have Franklin. Oh my god, the steamroller. You have you can punch him. You have advantage. And does it auto crit when you are up and attack him?
Oh god.
At this point, I don't remember anymore.
I
believe
think
so.
melees are auto crits, but I
Wait, because there's a difference between paralyzed and something else.
Yeah,
right?
but
no,
the-
yeah,
Whatever.
paralysis
So-
is like the big
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
where I
Yeah.
think
When
you
you-
also technically get advantage.
When
Yeah.
you're paralyzed, you can't move or speak. You automatically fail all dex and strength saving throws. All attacks are at an advantage.
Mm.
And any attack that hits the creature is an auto crit, as long as they're attacking from 5 feet of it.
There you go.
Yeah, paralysis fucks people up.
Yeah.
All right.
so,
well,
okay.
you
so,
crit twice.
you deliver. Yeah.
You say 20? My goodness. Oh, you double crit there. Does he get quadruple damage?
So that's 20 and 10 damage, right?
30,
So you
yeah.
deal 30 damage. Mouse over him to see how much 30 damage is done, if you'd like. But you
Oh.
That's quite a bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
and the thunder
He's a
ripples
vampire.
across. his bod.
His bod.
As a bonus action.
I feel kind of bad, but also we really don't know.
You're the ones that cast it on him.
I'll just stay here. It's fine.
Also, actually, yeah, no, I'll talk about it.
Yeah. So. Wait. So what was your bonus action?
Nothing.
Okay.
I decided to do nothing.
Gylastus.
What are the markers on them again? The little shinies.
I put.
That
It
was
was
boosted.
haste.
Oh wait, Zion, you're hasted. Do you get to attack again?
I don't
Well,
think.
that was
I
also
think a
while ago.
minute long passed.
Oh, okay. Just want to make
Yeah.
sure.
I'm sorry that you didn't get to use the joy of.
It's fine.
Actually, why do you?
I-
Yeah, why do you guys
Your
have
trip?
Jesus on you? Because apparently it's the paralyzed symbol. That's why I put it on him.
Apparently, I mean, we passed the thingy. I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
why
I remember.
that's on this.
You passed it well. You passed it well. No, keep those on. Keep those on. Yeah. I'm using this symbol for him for paralyzed right now.
Okay.
That relates to how hard it's going to be for you to travel back through this blue field, which might be relevant to you really shortly.
It'll be fine,
uh,
right?
We all see Tento reaching for the thing, right?
Tento has that shit. Tento has that shit at the beginning of his hands, based on how I've ruled this. So, Tento, you have in your hands.
Uh-oh.
a
Wait.
golden
Is the
with,
other the other guy not like do anything?
Paralyzed.
You fucking got the whole person. You can't do shit.
Well, he does get to save at the end.
Yeah,
of
he
his
does
turn.
get to save at the end.
Yeah. So at the end of this ambush phase, basically, I'll make his his second test.
Okay.
Yeah, he's paralyzed. He's fucking paralyzed.
Yeah. Tendo's like, hey, he was reaching for this thing.
Yeah. Anybody who wants to could roll an Arcana looking at it.
Tento, you shit. We're not here to take anything.
I think you're wrong about that.
Zion.
I see.
It's a remarkable device. It shows inspiration from, but not the same design methodology as the red iron stuff. It's fancier. It's perhaps more refined. But when you look into the middle of it, it does look like it's designed to take blood as a fuel. Aside from that, all of you with 15s know that there are stories of the cornucopia of all insert Dagorian place here. And they were cornucopias which you would pour wine into. And then there would be like a bountiful harvest as it came through the rains or some shit. Yeah, the stories are kind of hard to... Easy enough to corroborate that these things existed and were used, hard to be clear on exactly what they really did, because they were so often spoken of as mythic objects. But if this is actually the one for Iskydonia, it's interesting that it was kept in a dude's prison, or not prison, but a sarcophagus. And, yeah. That's what y'all pick up. Tento, anything else for the turn? What do you want to do on the turn, Toe?
What should I do with this thing?
Put it back. We're not here to take shit.
You know, I'm inclined to disagree with you, especially since he was reaching for this thing. We can only assume that it's for something important.
Yes. And we're disturbing the burial grounds. Where spirits
Macho, what do you think we
active
were here for?
to investigate.
Uh-huh.
Glass is
Actually,
being
no, I can't say
100% correct. You're great. about it.
Lumi can't hear this, right? Like, everything sounds warbled.
Yep.
Okay.
This is a conversation in common. Lumi. Oh yeah, wait. Oh shit. Yeah, no. Lumi. Yeah. No, she's too far away, and the shit's warbled to do the field. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
All right. So Tento, is that your turn, Toe? Or you know you haven't done anything on your turn, Toe? What do you want to do? Like, it's fast. You just grabbed this shit, and you're having an argument with your buddy. Do you want to start moving somewhere? There is a blue
I'm
flame
gonna
on
walk out
top
the
of
room.
Okay.
Tento's gonna keep as he's walking out of the room, he's gonna mess with see how this thing works.
Okay, so you want to try tooling with it.
Yeah.
there are several dials with symbols like rain and water and other stuff.
Oh, so basically this thing controls weather. Gotcha.
And well, it's got like things that are like symbolic of like it could be a wave or it could be a field. You know, it's hard to say, but it's really it's pretty intricate, and it does look like you're supposed to put something down at center, but you're not sure what. Potento, you have the cornucopia of all Ischydonia.
Of all of Ischydonia.
And you're here. What do you want to do? Just chill?
Tento's like, huh. So I got something super valuable, but why is it here?
All right.
And that's it.
There is sort of a pulse on these two blue flames as you come out. Kabancho. It's your go. You have just tried to hold person a very ancient vampire. So hope you got a follow up.
Do we have a full action or full turn?
Yeah.
Or do we have just an action?
No, I'm giving you of your full turn. You know, you got the drop on him good and proper.
It's like, Tento, you shit. We've already passed the point of no return.
What are you talking about? What else would you be here for?
Again, we're not here to steal shit.
I think that's entirely why we're here, to take something from here. Why else
We were
would...
here to investigate
We were here
the
to
disturbance.
We literally weren't. Alright, I'm trying to move here, but I'm kind of afraid to move my token anymore.
Why?
Because Foundry is being slowed every time I do an action.
Okay, well I see.
Double up.
I see your token here. That's where you want it, right?
Yeah, that's where I wanted to be.
All right, sounds good.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to cast. That's not my spellbook. Spirit Shroud.
Ooh, the dead flit about you. The spirits giving, I presume, a necrotic aura.
Radiant.
Oh, just kidding. A radiant light aura. As the
And
ghosts
as my
of the
first turn in
past
combat,
circle
I get
you.
3 attacks.
Yes, you do. It's Spider's fucking cut. Let's go. Hit, crit. Hit, crit. Hit, crit. Oh, that was a
Let's
damage
go.
roll. Yep. Alright, so.
And then I get, if all 3 hits, I get Spirit Shrouds. And I'm assuming they also crit?
Yeah, no reason why they wouldn't.
Their dice rolls, yeah.
So.
I was designed for this!
Yeah, holy shit.
Do you want me to split up the poison damage?
Yeah, so the thing is, he's immune to poison.
Oh, okay.
So all the poison is ixnayed, but everything else is coming through.
So I'm just gonna pull up a calculator.
I want to do the math. Let's see.
So
Let's-
Lonnie, Kabancho is cutting
23.
this fucker to ribbons.
Not 23.
You have to hold concentration, I presume, on hold person.
Nope, calculator.
Is he weak to radiance?
Yeah, he's vulnerable to radiant.
So double
So
damage
yeah,
on
double
radiance.
those numbers. Is he still alive? This is a lot of damage.
We'll see.
Do you want to hover over his token and see how much damage we're presumably doing?
All right, so that's 120 all told. All right.
Yeah, he's like under
that's
half now.
Nixing all the poison damage.
No.
but doubling the.
He's very much not.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
mouse
is.
over him now. I just put the damage on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's better then.
there is vampire blood splashing all over these bones and the floor, and maybe even a flick near but not on the spirit tablet as the blue flame on top of this sarcophagus gets a little bigger. Lonnie, what do you want to do?
Jeez, Kabancho, why couldn't you
Oh.
do
Bancho's
that
gonna have
earlier?
a omayo mo shinderu moment. That he's, you know,
Literally
dead but not
behind
dead.
you. Oh.
Lonnie is looking around very unsure because she was looking over him grabbing something rather than
Kabancho,
let's go
you are
attack
already
him.
dead. The vampire. Well, I mean, technically, yeah, but
But sorry, one last thing. I'm gonna use the last bit of my movement because I also move faster to move back outside of the gate.
alright. Yeah, so Lonnie, what do you want to do?
Lonnie is going to look at this spirit. Does it look like it's getting agitated at all?
As the
Oh,
flames ripple
nah.
up, you see almost like a rising, shuddering form ripping free from bandages, almost as if though mummified, and you hear "Oh," as dust, not in the spirit flame, but physical dust, like thuds off and a sheet over the lid of this sarcophagus. As if though something inside has just hit the lid.
Ooh, zombies.
Concern.
What are you concerned about?
Do I actually have anything to put undead to rest?
Blade. Alright.
Lonnie is. I think we said that Lonnie also can't read anymore. Okay. So Lonnie's
I didn't know
gonna
that was a thing.
step here.
comes
Look
over.
in this. Is this thing coming alive?
No!
It's a skeleton, Lonnie.
You've seen some fighting skeletons in your
Oh,
time.
we've seen.
No, this skeleton doesn't seem to be coming alive.
Okay. Lonnie is going to prepare a hold. Well, I guess cast Shillelagh as a bonus action, and prepare hold person if he moves again, or if something comes out of here.
You
Alright.
cast whole person on multiple
I-
people?
At a higher level.
I technically
Depends on how
can.
high
I am only choosing one target, whichever one triggers
Alright.
first. I don't know if I'm allowed to have two triggers like this. If not, I will prioritize this.
I will let you say, like, the first fucker that moves, I'm dropping it on. No,
Okay.
so-
Zion moves.
Also, just know, hold person only works on humanoid.
Yeah, I know.
So
Not
Zion.
everything is that
I-
creature type.
So Zion.
I know. I kind of can't
rather,
really choose.
Tento.
Yeah.
Tento.
Hmm?
Those flames that flickered a little bit when you stepped out.
Mm-hmm.
Question mark.
There are some.
Good roll.
There are some shades popping out now, and they're looking at you, and they don't say "return the slab," but they give you a vibe. You know what I mean? They give you a vibe.
Right,
This
check.
isn't, but this isn't a slab.
They give you a vibe. At the bottom of the round, I'm going to have him make his wisdom save again, and ooh,
That's making it. There's no way.
Wait, Lonnie,
Ooh,
did you
that
wanna
means- that
move,
means you're
or
ready.
Do you want to stay in there?
No, because I need to keep it. I need to be within.
So is this going to pop your
What?
ready now that he's not paralyzed?
Yeah. Sorry,
Oh
buddy.
my god.
I'm concerned.
The
I mean-
disrespect that we're gonna be doing to this man.
Yeah.
Y'all were the ones who attacked. Okay?
I only gave
I
him the
didn't
one
do
legendary
shit.
resistance.
You sent the signal. You started this.
All right, yeah. So you.
Okay, I'm finishing.
So I
I'm a fish.
mean, we know what your
Sorry,
number.
I'm trying.
You,
Okay, yeah.
Unless you guys have a way to rip down
Okay.
23, you didn't before, and you know.
Now I'm out of.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
just putting
Twisted
it
Fate
out
wouldn't
so
have
I
done
can consume the spell slot. Yeah. Okay.
Roll that one. Roll that one.
No, he
No,
already
he already
rolled a
made it. He already made it. I
Yeah.
just had to. I just had to
Oh,
consume my.
he got
yeah,
23 twice. Gotcha. I didn't. See
Yeah,
the-
I just
didn't see
had
the
to use the spell slot. So.
Oh, well, Zion, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah. Let's just get both attacks out of the way. Alright. I'm assuming one miss.
Yeah. So the
20.
10 won't be hitting. 20 hits. And is that a crit?
No,
No.
he's no
Oh,
longer
he's not paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be. Yep. All right. So 5 thunder thuds into his side, and yeah. So that's your go. Anything else?
I will tell Lonnie to hop on.
You will speak part
How? Explain to me. How do you tell her
Do
to
you-
hop on?
because Lonnie's
Uh,
translator is also not in the room.
I will lower myself and offer a hand.
Oh, you
You
don't
need
do a
to,
barking
like-
noise?
I think you need to like lay down for. No, Melani's a medium creature. Never mind.
Lay
Sorry,
down.
I am the small creature. You have to lay down for me.
Okay. I have
But-
climbed onto Zion before. Does Zion always do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you're mounting up.
Am I allowed to mount out of turn or?
If Zion's willing to spend half of its movement, I will let it mount you because that's like a preservation of action.
Mount you.
Wait, one will
mean-
die depending on the wording. One character will definitely die underweight. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, I mean, pick you up and put you in the piggyback ride position.
Yes,
just saying.
I am willing to spend half my movement.
But yeah, you're willing to. So you do. All right. Chizanya, what do you want to do, Zion? Anything else?
Let's see. I moved from here. 10, spent 15, so I have a 5. Yeah. No, I'll stay here. It's fine. I'm good.
Your turn? That's okay. Never mind.
All right. So it's unfortunate timing because now we're at the shades and they're about to come up on him. So this one makes it right to Tento, and this one doesn't, and instead dashes between Tento and Kabancho. Both of them slide out in a ghastly scythe wheels out, trying to cut not him, but his very shadow. So,
Is this both at Tento? Is this one at Tento, one at Caponcho?
no, these are both at Tento, and the Shade who arrives second utilizes... Hold on. Yeah, okay. Shade Shimmer on the other Shade, who gains 2 AC as they become less easy to pin down.
Can we tell which one got the AC bonus?
Yeah, it's got the little shield icon on it.
I know you put the icon, but I didn't know if we as the characters could tell.
Yeah, you can tell this one starts to shift more.
Okay.
On the Shade's turn, there's a further thumping. You get the feeling like maybe something's about to come out of there. Gylastus looking around at this absolute shit show. He's going to look right into Gabancho's eyes and use Toxic Mind. You meet gazes with League of Legends player Shin. Make me a wisdom save.
Who is not blind makes a wisdom save. Okay.
As it turns out, he merely adopted the necrotic. You were reborn in it.
So I'm assuming the second effect still doesn't happen. Like the success makes the whole thing not happen.
Yeah, you.
Or just the first part.
Yeah, you negate all of it. You didn't fail.
Okay.
He's not happy about that. He whips out his spear, and as it turns out, you're not the only multi-attack gang in town. So he goes for one poke.
I'm assuming the
with
spears are not on
disadvantage,
his side.
please.
Oh, disadvantage. All right, well,
That's what I was like, or is the spirit on his side or no? Like the shade?
All right, so the 13, 16, we take the 13, it misses.
30 misses.
Actually,
It is family. Well, I mean, either way, in this
here's the
one
thing.
scenario, he still misses because.
well, so
but-
the shade. I think the real question is whether or
shit.
not the shade is okay. Yeah, Tento also you need to make 2 deck saves. Just if you scroll,
2?
yeah, if you scroll up and see shades, slash of the shadows, they are trying to cut literally your shadow.
10 and 15.
DC 14.
So 1 hits.
Yeah, and so that's 10 necrotic damage, and your max HP goes down by that much as well.
Oh, I'm gonna have that.
Yep. All right.
Wait, can I have that?
Yeah.
It's not an attack, so no.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I was like, I know there's a difference.
But is it a
Well, it's
is it a dex to reduce half saving throw,
um.
or is it dex to negate all?
If you succeed, you negate all.
Dang, evasion doesn't work
Until
either.
they
then.
take all.
All right.
Okay,
So the
so I
shade.
take
So your
f-
you Tento,
so I
you see
take
your
10.
shadow gets cut, and it opens up and it bleeds ink black shadow blood as your body feels strange, like oh fuck, as the Blue Man group closes in. Gylastus has made 1 stab. Presently the shades are not presenting threat to Kabanso, so I'm not giving him flanking on you.
Alright.
Shade, Gylastus, seeing that he's being like haggard, says, "Ha! The Iron Pugilist. You think to overtake me? Have at you." He tries to fucking stab you. Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, eat shit." Maybe you will, maybe you won't.
Silly person.
A
It's
19
easier to hit me
is a
even with
miss.
disadvantage.
So Gylastus is gonna go for 1 more of those. Fail. Gylastus positions himself here, mostly looking at the tomb behind you, looking at Kabancho, looking at the shades, and says, "And to think you told me you weren't tomb robbers." And
Yeah, that idiot's not supposed to take anything.
and,
I don't know what you expect to happen.
It's
Like,
Tento's
what
turn.
did
so.
you like? I like. What did you think was gonna happen?
All right, so Tento, what do you want to do?
I'll attack this shade. Do I get the? Is this disadvantage?
As long as Kabancho presents a threat to the shade, yes.
Unfortunately, Kavancho's busy with the guy up front and actively thinks this is Tento's consequence. Also, just so you know, Darren, the one to the right with the icon has bonus AC, temporarily. Bonus 2 AC.
Yeah. So you won't get flanking on this dude, but you will get sneak attack for friendly within 5 feet because that's how sneak attack is written.
Okay.
Play it off as you look like you were juking and running into him or something. I don't know. It's just it's how your ability works. Okay, yeah. So that's a hit. That's a hit. The wasting Falchion is a magical weapon. So, the slashing, even though it is magical, is still reduced, but the acid comes through just fine. So 5, 3, and 5. 3, and 5, and then a further 5. To 13. Alright, so you deal your first hit's damage, and then roll me your damage on your sneak attack, 19. And that's the primary damage type, yeah?
Sure. Yeah, that makes
That's a
sense
good
to me.
question.
It would be better for you for acid, but for the moment we'll run with it being the prime. Okay,
I
you've got
think that makes more sense to me.
yeah,
at
the
least.
shade flickers in and out and is halved. Yeah, you get your blade in there really good. It doesn't produce more acid, but you just it rips at it and it's sort of like starting to waver. Tento, that was your attack. Anything else you want to do on your turn? Any gaming you want to do? Oh, the Geist außer lead. Yeah, the ghost killing song was the name of it, I think. Gets a chance to do its job. Yeah, I'm gonna say it does full damage, even though it's only 4 slashing.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Perhaps it's something. Perhaps something in the name. So,
Oh.
Tento, that's your turn.
Yeah, Tento looks like, huh? This is oddly effective.
Bancho, it is presently your turn.
Okay, Boncho's gonna sidestep, thinking that this guy's trying to like outmaneuver something.
Yeah, and after Tento's turn, or no, it'll be after Kabancho's. Yeah, so you make your turn.
Spider cut twice. Advantage for flanking. Oh my god.
All right, yeah, he might.
There you go. There you
might
go.
not get to do this thing he wanted to do.
And the Spirit Shroud's still going. Not consume a spell slot. I just want the text back. And then my second swing. Also at advantage.
Have fun doing the complicated math.
Normal hit. And normal hit. So, still immune to poison, I'm assuming?
Yeah, still immune to poison, still weak to radiant.
That's 12.
Ah.
12, 20, 18, and 14. Still can't do that math. Thought saying out loud would make me smarter for some reason.
Why yell? To make myself sound
20
smarter.
plus 14 plus 18. 52 damage in total.
All right.
So mixing the poison.
He's
and
still
then doubling the-
up, but barely. All right, is that the end of your turn?
Jeez.
All right, I'm gonna slice again, breaking the rules.
Okay, so no positioning, no bonus.
I'm going to use disarming maneuver. Throwback from the red Von Glue.
Yes.
Didn't you fail at that?
No.
All right, so
I guess it can choose the strength or dex, and I would probably do this on the first one. I guess that's a little unfair to assume.
what's the hit? Oh, you did 29. Yeah. The spear goes flying from his grasp and clatters to the ground nearby. Let me try and draw something real quick. Yep.
We are not taking anything from this tomb, including you. And I stare at the person in front of me.
All right, and Gylastus hisses at you. Fangs barred.
And that's my turn. I'm gonna hold position.
All right, he uses a legendary action,
Is he gonna miss up?
summoning a shade.
Hmm.
As a new face emerges behind you. Oh, and I'm gonna put a radioactive symbol on the ones he summoned in this way. And
Radioactive.
I don't
Radioactive.
the exact same thing.
all right, and the shade is
Still beats me though.
gonna make a touch of death with advantage because he's flanking you.
Yeah. Oh my
Anything to
God.
reduce that?
No. I am out of things to. Oh, wait. I do have one thing.
Yeah, you do.
Serendipity in battle. Once
For
per
what?
long rest, I can impose disadvantage on one attack.
To
I'm
a
assuming I can
unit.
see this coming, or no?
The only thing that makes me say no is that like a ghost appeared behind you and then like whammed you in the ass. But technically speaking, you're not blinded or anything. And I didn't have this creature like sneak roll, and I described like appearing. So we're gonna count it as C because I think that's more of a discount the blind condition. You know what I mean?
So unfortunately, looking at the roll now, the first roll is an 18, so making it a disadvantage doesn't do much. But I mean, that's what I would do. anyways.
Yeah, so it evens out. The left roll is an 18. It does hit. You have serendipity in battle. You twist. You have certain impressions of force about these things. But as you see the weave of fate, you realize there's no way you're avoiding this hit. As you bear down and take it. That is 7 necrotic damage. Reduce max HP until long rest by that amount. Of course, if you are taking less than that, then it is true.
I don't think I'm resistant to necrotic.
I think because your shroud is radiant, you have this radiant resistance. So, Lonnie, it's your turn. The dust is really avalanching off the side of this thing. It's ready to go.
And Lonnie, like, just like try to get a peek at what it might be.
When do you want
If
to
it's
go?
a good spirit or bad spirit?
You want to go and like open the giant fucking?
Oh no!
You want to?
It's like, are there any cracks? Like,
No, it's a pretty solid stone sarcophagus. So you're gonna have to wait until that lid is off. You're not seeing anything.
I guess Lonnie will activate the transcendental bond. Who else is on this? Boncho on
Everyone's
this
on
yet?
it, but Kibancho. Oroshi's still on it, but Kibancho isn't.
I need to fix that.
And
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, tears on it.
He's like, why are you calling me?
Tears on it. Okay. Lonnie's just like what is going on? Like, is he attacking us? Like, is he mad? What was he gonna do with it?
What do you mean if he's mad? You guys cast hold person on him. Why would he not be mad?
I didn't want him to take the thing.
Okay. Why do you think
Echo.
Why would you cast hold person on him?
Oh wait, I don't hear any of this. Fuck.
Yeah, you don't hear shit. Shut up.
Why did she take it?
Because it seemed awfully important, and I didn't want him moving, grabbing reach. Reach. Yeah, I know.
Grab
I said.
reaches, right?
Okay, has anyone talked to him yet?
No, you guys have been beating his face in.
He's really mad.
Quietly,
Why
like,
are you all
wait,
staring
wait,
blankly? Fight
Oh,
him!
wait. How does Orochi react to all this nonsense?
Hiroshi's like,
Damn
you guys
it.
are stealing from people again?
Orochi, I'm a thief.
It's
He says,
down.
why are you surprised?
You guys went
That's
to
tier.
investigate. You went to investigate help the government, and you're stealing.
Yes, Orochi, government steals from us all the time.
Okay.
And this is when Lonnie
Actually, that's right. No,
remembers
yeah,
Nacho is not in the voice call, and you're using kick
No.
the chat.
Oh no, sweetie, you can't see that part of the Discord. Kavancho cannot join the channel. Someone needs to come drag him in here. All right, so
Well, something is coming out of the coffin, and I don't know what it is.
Is it friendly?
I don't know what it is.
Sorry.
Well, let's deal with this guy first, and then we can get out of here.
Lonnie, I guess is just gonna turn around, just try to bonk him non-lethally.
Non-lethally. Okay.
okay.
Pento, put that shit back. Lonnie's on. Get out of that room.
I'm not putting this back.
So you try
It
and
was
give
also
him a
very
nice
important to his plot.
non-lethal love tap to the back of the skull at like Mach 5. You hit. Damage.
On top of Zion.
Oh, up at 2 gaming. Actually, he looks severely
I-
concussed.
I don't
His
have
blood.
a bonus action, damn it.
His
Oh.
blood coming out of the side of his head.
I don't have a fucking
I'm
bonus
just
action.
saying.
Lonnie,
Wait.
surprisingly, you got the extra leverage
my
from the
God.
extra height, and
You
you're
lo-
not used to it.
You rolled a 1 on the damage die. Rip.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
like she's not
kidding
used to
me?
the extra elevation. She's not
No.
used to the extra leverage.
Almost any other number for this. I don't think I have any actions I can do.
Cast healing word on him. Maybe they'll hurt him.
No, it says it doesn't have any effect on undead. I
I believe we
believe-
disproved that theory already.
believe that's my turn.
Okay, the lid of the. Wait, ooh.
The lid rotates.
Hold on. Ooh,
Helicopters out of here.
Fuck this amount.
Um,
Goddamn mortals.
I like
Messing
the
my
idea of
room.
this, like,
The
helicopter
lid?
the fuck out.
so the lid, right, gets kicked and flies off here. Dex save from everyone it's gonna land on.
Okay, so
Wait, does that include like everyone?
so on Lumi, the dex saves applies to me. So is it just Zion making the dex save for
I
me then?
I think it's
Do you
Zion
want
making the
that?
Dex save.
Wait. Do you want?
Only it wasn't a matter of if I wanted it.
Oh, you're just trying to be consistent. That's fair.
I was like, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but
Alright.
you might need to make a separate one to like stay on Zion or something.
No, I think that you just cling to Zion. You Zion's fate is yours. Kabancha, you want to do anything with that? You're definitely failing.
Do you
You're definitely
freaking
failing.
And to
Zion's like,
clarify,
beep, boop,
this
dodge.
is to have.
Can I tell Kabancho to
duck?
Okay, wait.
Didn't you dodge?
Also, if Zion is my mount right now, does Zion get to negate the damage because it's successfully saved?
I mean,
Zion also has
I,
Shield Master, so I don't think he needs it.
I think that's how we're playing it. There is 23 bludgeoning damage coming in, halved on success.
So just to clarify, Kai, are you serious about the
yeah,
okay, thank you.
gotta dodge.
Yeah, so, and to clarify, I'm using the I've fallen and I can't get up life alert symbol for, like, he's down, but, like, not like, you know what I'm, like, you know, not like Old Yeller.
He's trapped under the lid.
Old Yeller.
Everyone else dodged. He's just like trapped under the lid.
He hasn't had
Also, we round down, right? So it's
Yeah,
So-
we round down.
So this lid, instead of just going straight, it like spun, hit the middle person, missed me, and the person in front of me.
No, it grazed you
He
because
at the last
you
moment
take half
he
damage.
jumped.
that's true,
He jumped to like get out of the way, and it bonked him like a
Yeah,
Mario
so-
platform.
So
and then it kind of
it hits Lonnie because it misses Zion. It bonks Lonnie on the head. He jumps to try to dodge it, but then actually just ends up getting like fucking like,
Yep, you got
punched
nailed.
by
Like
it.
mid-air punted into the
And then,
ground.
and then it hits Kabancha.
Yeah, I like this image.
And here's what comes. You see, covered in mummy bandages, the gaunt face of an undead giant looking up at you as it stands rising in the tomb.
Hey,
And-
Scout, it's not friendly.
Thanks. I could tell by the flying lid. Good
Hey
dodge,
Tento,
by
give
the way.
it back its stuff.
No.
Alright.
To be
They
fair,
obviously want
I
to
don't
use this
think
for
it's-
bad things. Have you not
Um,
been listening to him?
Okay,
to be fair,
we've
I
taken
don't
care
think
of
it's
him.
his stuff, but it was
Ah.
someone else's.
Ah, yes, because these shades will just let us go if I just put this fucking thing back.
It might, most likely.
How much?
The spirits want that thing that you have. Give it back, and they'll leave you alone.
I don't know. I don't think they'll leave us alone after we just knocked out their, descendant. As I point at the lid of the tomb.
Tento, even I could tell this asshole was lying to us. Come on.
No,
How much are you gonna
didn't.
believe this guy?
No, you didn't. What the fuck? You believed every word.
Can we stop arguing? I think it's time to get out of here.
As there's a lid on top of you, yeah. So Zion, what's Zion doing? Is the undead giant, mummy bandages peeling off of it, looks down at you. Ugh.
Is it time to book it?
Oh, good sir. Would you like to talk about this?
The blue, the spirit tablets start to light up with blue flame, and the undead giant, its throat seems to have been cut in life, and it can't seem to vocalize necessarily.
Oh,
But you
My
hear a torrent of voices screaming, "Oh, return!" And
Tento, I think they want it back.
Tento, they're literally asking for it back.
You know what? At that point, I think that's very convincing.
all right, so Zion, what's your play
Is it
here?
my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Anything
I'm,
else you want to do? There's a
I'm
crush.
carrying
Galastas here.
Lonnie out of here.
Go, my
Let's
mount.
see. Action, dash, and movement. That's 60 feet. Let's go.
Hopping over. Where did you go? Where the fuck did you go? Oh.
Yeah, you. There's a roadrunner fucking
Um,
like puff of smoke behind you
Can
as
I
you go up and
stick the
down.
head back on the machine of no name?
Yeah,
I'm gonna use this as a
I'll
drum.
call that a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
that's my turn.
Out of curiosity, we did, or no, it did run past 2 creatures.
Oh yeah.
They
true.
do any ops? Did they just let him through? Let it through?
I don't think that they. I don't think they have Zion right now.
Even
Wait,
the
did that
summon
one
beast?
Also,
stay?
Oh,
yeah,
just kidding.
this.
This one does. This one does. Good call. Good call.
Okay.
It's still here, even though what's his face is a pancake.
Oh yeah, that
Oh my
hits.
god.
Yeah, the ghastly hand passes through your body, and for necrotic, that reduces your max HP until.
Okay, but what if I redirect it towards me?
You
Kidding.
could. I mean, you know, mount rules,
No,
I suppose.
No, I would just do it for me.
All right, so Shade.
Zion can take it better than I can.
All right, so the shades on either side of Tento test to see if they've recharged. One of them has. One of them uses Slash of the Shadows. The other just makes Touch of Death at advantage. And one of them.
That would definitely
you,
hit me.
you,
Yeah.
you like veer, and like the scythe misses your shadow, and then one of them uses the one who didn't already have it gets Shade Shimmer for 2 better AC, and the Touch of Death that hit you. I'll throw a damage from. That's 4 necrotic. Reduces your max HP by 4 until such time as long rest as well, and 2 other shades appear but have not yet acted at this juncture. And it is Gylastus Mixtros' turn. And Galactus Mixtros is crushed. Pretty fucked up. Crushed, spear gone. Gabancho right next to him. Shade behind. And says, "Ugh, it's no use. But, I know a way to call them off. Heal me. We can both leave here."
Is he like yelling that, or is like?
No, he's saying that to Kabancha rather directly. But, I mean, you might be able to hear it, Tento.
No, it's just the idea of a stone thing between them.
Oh, it's on top of Gylas's.
Oh, so his head. So his head is just like poking out.
Yeah, he's like, no.
Ow!
Ah.
It's on my throat. It's on my
Cabancho's
throat, so I
caught in
can
the
barely
bottom.
speak.
Yeah, so that's Galactus is down. Yeah, it doesn't look like a vampire is gonna die to getting leveled by that Looney Tunes ass stone. So it's not like he's dying, but he's at 0 HP and he can't do shit. That being said, you do know that vampires have regen long enough while after they've taken any damage from Radiant. So keep that in mind.
He'll be fine.
Tento, it's your turn, Toe. What do you want to do?
Well, bonus action disengage.
Mm-hmm.
Rogue privilege.
Rogue privilege. 15 feet of movement right there.
You step on top of it. He's like, ow, ow. And
Shut up. I just
I
toss
feel
it.
like Tento is not stepping on. He's like hopscotching on it. Adding
Yeah,
more
just
pressure while
purposely
we-
stomping.
I just set the thing in there and see what happens.
all right. The shades hover a bit. They don't go away, but you don't sense the same hostility from them that was present before. Except for this one, which is definitely... Well, actually, we'll see if it attacks Gabancho. Tento, that's anything else in your turn?
What's the giant doing?
The undead giant is, like, up and roaring and, like, seems like it's just sort of, like, you know, coming to with the whole being cognizant thing.
Does he look like the guy that was like depicted here?
Any of the people
Um,
depicted in this area?
The undead giant does not look like any of the people depicted down here, but on the way down, you did see a carving of a giant holding up a huge boulder. It just seemed like more Degorian art at the time. There's lots of people depicted on these walls.
Art doesn't kill once it comes alive.
Pancho, they're not going away.
Well, maybe pay your respects and leave.
All right, so yeah.
Motherfucker, we're standing on a tomb on their descendant. He's right there. What do you pay your respects?
Pay your respects to the giant over there and leave.
I'm sorry, I thought we were supposed to investigate this place.
Yes. Or disturbance. The thing that's under the door.
Are we just gonna leave him here, or?
No, we're pulling him out. We're not gonna leave him in here with the thing he wants.
Or we could just take the thing that he wanted. Honestly, I like my idea better.
I'm really curious what's in the other 2 rooms. By the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
I mean,
You know what? I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna see what's in the other rooms. Because I can do that. That took 15?
Yep.
10. Main action. Movement. So that's 5. That's 30 right there. So I'm gonna move right there.
So disengaged.
Yep.
all right.
Alright. That ends my turn. Seems like I'm out.
Kabancho.
Kabancha, you fuck, how we getting this guy out of here? And I'm gonna use my action to try
What?
and
Do you
drag
think
him
I
out.
can lift that shit up?
Help me drag him out.
All right. So you want to like
They got
stand halfway onto the wall and like slide him up so you're not put it down. And Fangirl review. Hello.
Well, you're not gonna play hopscotch on the tomb?
Pick up
That's
Fangirl
your
review.
consequence of trying to hold person him. How about that?
No, we're here to take care of this guy.
Yeah, he looks taken care of to me. Just stab him.
You're gonna leave him in the room with the thing he wants?
Just stab him.
What are you guys yelling about?
I don't know.
Bonnie, help me
You
get this guy
can't-
out of here in Parvia.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming at this point I've realized your language switched from Kehoe to Parvia.
Lonnie's gonna yell about like,
Because we've been in combat, like,
why?
Since I've got
I thought he was mad at us.
but we can't leave him in the room that he wants to be in. I don't understand why you guys don't understand this.
Stab him!
Well, I mean,
Oh, wait, you
don't
can't
understand that.
understand
This is my
Alright.
first time hearing about this.
Lee, what is my action economy for pulling this guy out, or what check
do
do
you-
I need to make?
Do you want to web him or you just want to like rip him up with your hands?
I'm trying to drag him out of this room.
Give me athletics to yoink him.
Oh. Not the worst.
There is a giant sarcophagus lid on this man. If he could help you with his body, you would have just succeeded. But he can't. He's down for the count. So it's like, you're literally dead weight, right? So, if anything could be done to this check, maybe. But otherwise, that's a nil.
I'm assuming it's my action.
Yeah, this is going to be an action.
No one took damage. Okay, no, I can't. How do you want us to help anyways? I can't lift that thing.
Kabancho,
At this point,
Kabancho,
anything
you
would
do
help,
think
and that's my
you do
turn.
think if you went north. So like, here's the thing, right? Like it's like he's like kind of crashed up like here, right? The problem is how it's sitting. It's like tenting in this direction. He's sort of crushed in the tenting. You think maybe if you got to the north, right by the undead giant, you might be able to pull him out under. But you'll have to get right next. You'll have to get up there. You want to go for it?
No.
All right.
So, would you allow me to use a web attack? That's normally an action because. No, I'm trying to justify the reason to use this as a bonus action to get to web him and have like a rope to pull him out, and not just me using my bare hands.
Yeah, I mean, I would let you do a friendly spinneret at this juncture. Give me an acrobatics though, because you gotta jimmy it up.
Oh my god!
You kind of web him and the lid next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So that might have some consequences, but I'm
Okay.
assuming. But yeah, we'll see on your next turn how that goes. Shade behind you
That was my turn.
doesn't try to kill you. It flies around and tries to slightly lift the stone as well, helping you out.
Okay.
The undead giant steps out. Not caring at all about the presence of the ghost, just steps through. Rips the lid off. Cabancho,
That's one way to do it.
Cabancho
So,
making
Is the webbing strong enough to keep the guy on the lid as it gets lifted?
Here's the thing: you web him to the other lid.
Oh, I'm sorry, misunderstood.
So
Okay.
he lifts up this lid and throws it back, and this lid goes flying, and this guy is webbed to that lid. Cabancho, I think we're power. You guys mind if we power through because there's only 1 hour left, or?
I don't
We
mind.
could power through.
Let's just
It's
power
fine.
through it.
Okay. Yeah, good
Just wanna make
question.
sure.
I should have established that to begin with. So Cabancho, here's the thing: that shit impacts your body one way or the other. Give me a strength save.
Holy shit, son.
So, you are prone and taking 16 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
The undead giant picks up Gylastus, and Gylastus says, "No, how could you? We were kith even." And he starts speaking in Degorian, and the undead giant now has the webbed Miktro stuck to his hand and the webbed
Oh no.
thing, and the voices say, "Foul, foul blood, vampire blood, undead blood," and he looks around, and you have, of course, painted much of this room in his foul, undead vampire blood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I sure did. Nothing happens, right? We just have the cleaning lady come by and it'll be good as new.
Yes. The
Do
clean lady.
giants count as a humanoid? Asking for a friend.
It might count as a giant toy. Just kidding, I have no idea.
It looks like giants are their own class type or creature type.
I know that I'm gonna kick myself because I know that there's blood here somewhere. But I cannot find it, and I've spent too long looking for it, and we gotta get on with the fight. So, wait, was in experimental? No, okay, whatever. We know that there's blood over here. Whatever. The undead giant begins to crush Gylastus in his hands. That might be something that threatens Gylastus' structural stability as he makes a death save. He's not doing too hot. Lonnie.
So are we helping him, or are we letting that kill him?
If it dies,
If
that's
you can
fine. But
kill an undead, but
Gylastus says, "No, save me, please."
can he understand
Oh, true. Actually,
Parvia?
he has no idea what the fuck you're saying. He's just like, "Save me," more generically.
So
if he dies, he dies. But we can't let him live and be in that room.
what was he going to do with it? Did we ever ask?
No.
I don't.
No, because you guys cast whole person. Oh wait, I still don't understand you guys.
But he looked greedy and with evil intent.
Cabancho out here talking shit. He looked greedy and with evil intent.
Guys, is that all it
Um,
takes for you to cast whole person on someone?
I mean, that's for less. Like, honestly, we've cast it for less.
Yeah, I know.
The range on.
Old person.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume it's 30 feet. Then I guess I'll just do this towards Cabancho because I don't know what else to do right now.
I thought we were still talking about whole person. I got really scared for a second.
Yeah, alright, so Cabancho heals 9. Very nice. A heartening word flies from Lonnie, speaking to the far side of the room. The staff glitters as well. Yeah, you feel good. You feel heartened by that.
And I guess Lonnie. I don't fucking know what I should hold my action. Lonnie will hold Sacred Flame if something tries to attack a friendly being Tento or Kablancho.
I hope yourself and Zion too.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
We're still
so.
in the room where it's happening.
The room where it happens. So Zion, it's your turn.
Also, FYI, we will get stuck at the force field. Well, some of us will get stuck at this force field.
I will tell the machine to go back out the force field. And what we're really doing.
Get Tento to leave.
So
Are we leaving now?
Do you want us? Oh, do I hear this? I'm assuming I hear this. Do you want to
Well-
stay?
I'm assuming you yelled that.
Yeah.
No, I just thought we need to go investigate the other things since, putting that thing back in the coffin should fix everything, right?
It made it so it left us alone for the time being.
guess I will swap the lightning launcher.
Can you do that while
Sure.
Lonnie's on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, your arm is just like a
Just
Mega Man arm
transform it.
transformation, right? Like it like peels out, and the lightning rods are there, and it's ready to accelerate. Yeah, who are you targeting?
I'll fire a shot at that guy stuck on the lid.
All right, make me that attack.
Oh, that missed.
The lightning crashes and hits the far side of the chamber instead, and dances around. The undead giant looks at you, not happily.
Fire another shot. Why not?
You hit, you zap the target.
So it's 12 total.
The target succeeds the death save that you have procced by that.
Wait, why is it 12 again?
The first one has a bonus.
All right,
okay.
so there's a lot of lightning damage. The undead giant's arm seems like shook, but maybe the undead just doesn't care about the lightning. Really, like, even the arm jerks a bit. But you really fucked up Galassus a bit. Anything else?
No. That's it.
All right. So these shades fly into this room. They also sort of start tearing at Galastus.
I'm assuming they pass over it with like no
Yeah. Hostile intent,
they're not
indeed.
doing anything to me. Yeah.
So it's Galastos Mictros' turn. Galastos Mictros has been fucked up. Galastos Mictros has taken lightning ass damage.
Good luck, buddy.
And Galastos Mictros is really looking like he might have lost his last battle here. However, he has a plan.
Counterspell. No, I'm kidding.
He bites the undead giant's hand.
Oh.
Fuck. Alright.
However, you note something. He peels back and he looks tired from it. And he can do this because he has regenerated. He has a 20-point regen. Two. Okay. But you notice something weird. So the hand where he bit, right? You can see blood, but like fresher blood than the undead giant has. The undead giant is practically mud. His veins. And the undead giant, is reaching back into the sarcophagus to grab something. But it looks at its own hand, confused, and the shades look at its own hand. And, things start to feel a little less, comfortable. As a black smoke sort of billows off of the undead giant's hand, and slowly you see a dark red running up its arm vein. And Gailastus Miktros says, "You only underestimate Gailastus Miktros once." And he looks down at you using Toxic Mind again. Actually, we see recharge to see if he's got Toxic Mind back. He does.
What?
To make that save, yep.
Shit.
That's 3d6 necrotic damage.
Twisted fate.
Saved against the end of every turn.
Nope, used it all.
Can I tell that he attacked Cabancho?
You,
I did say I was holding,
yeah, you were. So, yeah, you want to use it?
let me just, I'm pretty sure 60 feet. One of these days I'll have these all memorized. 60 feet.
I pop, yeah, I mean, honestly.
He's grappled. I
Yeah.
don't know if that.
He's physically in the giant's hand. Like, the only thing stopping this hit from happening is the giant's, like, motion of its hand, but it's not presently trying to, like, move him around a bunch. So, it hits. Give me the damage.
Radiant.
Yep, so, 7 plus 7. 14. Not enough to remove all of Glass's regen, but enough to deny it for his next go round. Yeah, so Gailastus Miktros is, turn is over. After his turn, he chooses to use a legendary action, Summon Shade.
That doesn't have to recharge?
No, it's not a recharging thing, it's just a thing he gets to do.
Damn, alright.
You do note the blue crackling
prone.
energy in the room seems to grow more intense as he does this. And the other
Before we go-
shades don't seem so happy, yeah?
Before we go any further, what's the damage on Toxic Mind?
Oh, did I not roll it? Sorry.
You haven't rolled it yet.
I thought you said a number.
Oh,
You said something. I don't remember the number.
no, I very foolishly did not insert the code marks. So,
Do you want me to just roll a 3d6?
no, I'll roll it. I just need to, let's edit this really fast. I forgot the brackets around it.
But we went straight into the Sacred Flame and did not go back to the damage.
Oh, my bad.
All good,
That's okay.
gamer. We're throwing it out. We're throwing it
Your
out.
reaction is valid.
Don't consume. 9.
9?
Yep. So that's his turn.
As the wise
do
tier would
I-
say.
Is this a necrotic that makes me lose max life too, or no?
Hmm?
Some of the necrotic damage you've been taking
No,
has been reduced
no,
on
no.
max
This
life.
isn't one of those. Yep.
Okay.
So that's Carlas's turn. Tento, it is presently your turn. You hear some more commotion over here, but there's also a cool room over here. You want to go check it out?
No, they mentioned about stopping him do something. I forget. What are we doing with him again? Does he need to be stopped? Anyone want to answer me? No, alright.
I can't. I mean, technically, Bond is still up, but I don't.
Yeah, end of
Every
Save
turn
against
and
the-
every target's turn is a little different.
they save against a further 3d6 at the end of every turn, effect ending any success.
Because each person on the board gets a turn.
Oh,
It's not
sorry.
those
I
turns,
mean,
right? It's the
like
target's
round. Sorry. Yeah, I don't mean
Okay,
every initiative
okay.
count. I mean at the end of each of Kubancho's turns. You'll have to make the save to see
That's,
if
I
you-
just wanted to clarify
Yeah.
that.
Alright, so Tento, you
Tento's gonna look at Kamachi. You need help?
Yes, we need to end him. He's doing something to the giant.
Oh, now we want to end him. Okay.
We've been trying to get him out there or kill him.
Why didn't I just fucking
I've been
stab him
trying-
earlier while he was under the fucking thing?
And I'm just gonna like sit there on the cold stone.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. All right. Motherfucker. Tenno's gonna take out his Dora's discharge and shoot him then.
All right, you're shooting Galactus. Give me the shot. Okay, yeah. Give me the damage. The radiant light sears him. He's down. He's pretty fucked up. He is looking. He's looking like he's pretty badly seared. His body is smoking and misting, like it's trying to go mist form, but the gaps where the radiant beams have hit him seem to be like resisting that, and it seems like he's held here. All right, Turnto.
That's my turn. I was like, just fucking let me stab him, but no.
All right,
You didn't
Kabancho.
even attempt to. You just left.
Remember, the
Yeah, 'cause now
undead
you can
giant
handle
has a
it.
hand reaching into the sarcophagus, as well as a
God.
hand touching Galactus.
What's the giant doing?
Kubancho's gonna spend half his movement to stand up. Walk away from the giant? Do I take an op?
The giant doesn't care about you right now. The giant has other things on its mind.
Hey,
And
it's reaching for that thing. Is that okay?
reaching for what thing?
The thing I put back in the coffin.
No,
Oh,
not
but it's
not
his
thi-
coffin.
Yeah, back to his sarcophagus. Yeah.
Oh, his. Oh, sorry. I thought he was reaching for the thing in that. sarcophagus.
Somehow that sounds more dangerous, but okay.
So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was just asked what?
the guy.
All right. Yeah. So you want to keep just hitting Galactus, like ripping him apart.
Yeah.
Let's see if
and I
you-
get 3 beams of this.
Until there's nothing left.
Is he restrained? If so, I get an advantage.
Yeah.
Wait,
He's
right?
just being grisped, so you're just like popping the bobblehead.
Yeah, I'll
I mean, the
attack
fist
creature
is grabbing
at
him, but-
advantage.
Shoot him. Yeah. Fucking shoot him. Don't worry about it. He's not dead.
No.
He's
None of these
undead.
are damage. These are all attacks.
right. So you're hitting.
Do you want me to roll damage? Or...
No, he's just auto.
At this point,
failing.
it's just death saves.
Yeah, so he's failing death saves basically. He's beamed through. He's shot apart. It looks like he's trying to go smoko mode, but he won't.
The weapon's holding him. It's anchoring him.
To life. Here's the thing. It looks like he's on the cusp of death. Like it really looks like he's not going to regenerate. He's basically destroyed. But you recall the Night Hunter made sure to destroy the heart, the liver of the Virolocus and the heart of the other vampire.
Would I remember this and target it?
The problem is
You have a stake.
you'll have to shoot through the hand of the giant to hit the heart right now. Do you want to do that?
Nope. I'm not gonna hit the giant. Not gonna risk that.
Right. So it's the Shade's turns.
They're still here, even though he's
Yeah, they're still
on the
around.
brink of death. Okay.
Yeah. So this Shade turns around and flashes at Kabancho's shadow.
Hits.
Delivering
Oh,
14
sorry. At the end
necrotic.
of my turn, I take the
Yeah. Oh yeah. Make your
Toxic
save.
Mind again.
And make your save against Toxic Mind to see if you're gonna
I pass it.
pass it. You don't. You're good. You're good.
But the other one, I still get hit. So 14.
Yeah.
And this is the max life one too.
This is also a max life, and this Shade comes up and tries to pry its summoner. Holy shit! On a -1, you got a 17. It unironically kind of works, and the first finger kind of comes off. The undead giant seeing this shit, the dark red blood reaches up into its vein. The other Shades start to look at it like very suspiciously. He picks up Galactus, slams him down with a pulpy red sound of like splash of blood into this sarcophagus, rips up a giant bronze warhammer made for giants from the tomb behind him, and just brings it crashing down right into the other sarcophagus to fucking pulp Gylastus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so,
I guess he wasn't very popular.
What's happening to him now?
He's getting mashed
The
into a
jam.
pulp.
yeah, so,
Oh.
there's a blood stain here.
Yeah.
And
That
he
counts
also,
as destroying the heart, right?
yeah, he also destroys like the other sarcophagus and like the web connection to this and everything. And so the shades that were summoned by Gylastus burst into blue flame and sort of start to go crazy and like howl around and fly around as if they're unleashed. The undead giant looks around at you and
Who is you?
you
exactly.
all
The
of
collective
you,
you,
Warhammer-
I guess.
Warhammer in
Gotcha.
hand, advances. The ghosts start to repel the undead giant. The undead giant kicks this one over you, Tento, and this burning one just bats aside with its leg, and it has the hammer
So-
right over you. Also, I'd like to point out something. It is stood in the doorway. Front half of body out of doorway, back half of body on the far side of the doorway.
How do we
Anyway,
close
that's
that
the
door?
end of Giant's turn. Lonnie, what do you want to do?
Think we don't kill the spirit guardian that's guarding this tomb, and we just leave.
Lonnie doesn't really know what's going on. She saw the bite, though, so
Are you sure it's
Prison.
healthy?
Lonnie's just gonna try the sacred flame then.
Okay.
I mean, spirits are like actively
Uh,
attacking this thing.
wait, your target
so-
is the undead giant?
Yeah, it looks like it's about to attack
It
Camacho
really
and
does, yeah.
Pento, right?
Oh,
Oh,
it dodges.
yeah.
Damn!
Undead.
Hey,
you know, its eyes have started like the whites of its eyes would have gone like like green at this point.
It freaking
Start-
break
Just-
danced
starts
out
to
of
look
there.
red.
Just kidding. For instead, I am going to
Lonnie, it's breakdancing on your blast. You gonna take that?
let's do this to Cabancho.
Nice.
Damn!
I'm
I
almost
wish
at
I-
full health.
I wish I could get healed like that. Unfortunately, I can't because
You're also at full
max
health.
max HP. Technically, I'm at full health. Well,
But yeah, that's actually
Speak
Lonnie
your
I
words
guess
and
is going
feelings
to
rise.
hop off.
True word reverberates, the air rippling around, striking Cabancho's chest and heartening him, as if though the pain is ripped away, replaced with proper cogitation. Although he does feel the roof of what he can take lowered, a wearing upon his very soul and life's essence.
But yeah, that's
so-
Lonnie's turn.
Dion.
I'm
it is your
just-
Lonnie is
turn.
also hopped off.
Yeah, Lonnie is dismounted. The Machine of No Name is on the far side. The ghosts seem to be turning on the undead giant.
What's this marker on me?
Was not sure.
That was readied. That was readied. I'll remove it.
Oh, okay.
So Zion, what do you do?
Uh, I'm going to pull out a flame paste.
Oh.
a what?
Oh,
And cast catapult.
The giant did like a
On the
pirouette as it like.
Yeah,
The
it
giant
just
was actually
spun.
a ballerina in life. The muscle memory activated.
Yeah,
That lightning
see,
earlier
the
that
giant
got
was
shot into the
actually the
arm,
theater kid.
Dancing around the nerves.
The giant was a theater kid, you know?
Alright, I'll cast catapult.
On
Oh.
what?
On fucking
Oh.
flame paste.
on Lonnie?
Now 5 pounds. I hope you know.
Uh,
I grab a jar of flame paste and I cast catapult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
So
right at the giant.
the giant.
What's the range on that thing?
attempts A dexterity save.
150.
90 feet, it's fine.
No. What's the AoE on that fucking thing again?
Oh, I guess
Oh,
you're gonna
20
find
feet.
out, aren't you?
Pretty sure it was a 20 feet radius or something like that. It's pretty big. It hurt last time.
Yeah, when it made its dex save, yeah, it was a plus 0 to nat 20. Yeah, so roll a 3d8 bludgeoning and then add the flame paste damage.
Oh yeah, 90 feet's the object. 150 is the target.
And then flame paste damage.
Is
12.
12? DC
Okay.
12
The
to pass?
the fire burns, and like it should be an area that's like on fire now, but it's like you literally lodge it into the torso of the undead giant. Some of it sputters out towards Tento and Kabancho, who also make a dex save, DC 12.
All right, time to see all the healing I gave to Kabancho just go up in smokes.
Ha! Because he's gonna be
Yep.
set on. Because he's
Yeah.
gonna be set on fire.
Yeah, he a bit of like so like this. So Zion whips out and then with spell, ting, there was an air flap over all of you and a crunching sound of bone and marrow and flesh, and they were just embedded in this giant, rocking back a bit. A broken flame paste vial, and then the fire is ignited, and it is going everywhere. Tento dances out of the way, and Kibancho takes some of it right to the arm. Fire burning him.
Kabancho, next time you need to dodge to the left, not to the right.
You are to my left.
So Zion.
Yeah, you can walk up. You can walk over me. It's
anything-
fine.
anything
You're tall
else
enough.
for your turn?
Yes. Bonus action, temp HP.
Boing.
All right, let me
Pop your
reduce my
shot,
friend's
Slam your
health.
fists, blue
Put
glow,
up my
good to
own.
go. Shade's turn. All of these shades start to try and like tear down the undead giant. And they all fly to the sky. These guys have to rush quite a bit.
Ooh, hello.
But they sort of rush into the undead giant like the ghosts are up and pushing at the shades, and they cut at his shadow, slicing off its head in effigy. Its neck contorts strangely. Fire bursts and burns around. Some of the shades fly into it haphazardly. Gylassus Mictros is fucking destroyed. Doesn't
He
get
is
turns
a
anymore.
bloody. He is a puddle.
Yeah, there's a puddle named Gylassus Mictros in that.
Hey,
whole area.
how'd that plan work out for you again, buddy?
Yeah, so Tento, it's your turn. So
I mean, it looks like they're going to kill it. So, it is undead. Any particular kind of type of weapon that's good against undeads?
I
Solar and
mean,
radiant.
Radiant.
Radiant tends to do
I
good.
think maybe.
But I mean, you know,
I'm gonna stab it then.
I just want to fuck it up. Yeah, give me the shot. Give me the
Yeah.
shot.
You see that?
With
Can-
advantage
to, like,
because
can-
of flanking. Because the spears are helping us.
Wait, can I do the Attack on Titan thing where I get behind it and like stab its neck?
Yeah, you want
Oh, you gotta get on top
yeah,
of
do
it.
you want to climb
Are you gonna
around
start
it? Do you want to start
breathing?
climbing around it?
Is that okay?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics. Start like run up on it.
Wait, don't you have the gear?
No,
That-
I
that
wish.
that got damaged. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah, that
right.
and like I chose the gun instead of the
Oh.
gear.
You'll have to hit up Jan Lan, see if he will part with it for enough money. So, you do an alright job. You don't quite get up to the neck, but you see up in like the wall where the mechanism is, where the stone slab that rolled up is.
Ooh.
And you see that like the stone stoppers that have slid into either side to stop them.
Oh, there's a piece of stone there.
There's like it actually looks like metal, but it's holding. Yeah, there's like holding like either side. There's a brace holding it. So if you could wipe out both sides, or maybe just one. But yeah, so you want to stab this fucker with advantage because you're flanking with Kabancho?
I don't know if the
Yeah.
token matters, but you are technically on the inside side of the door right now.
I mean, I could always just walk past him too.
Not if the door comes down.
All right,
I
yeah.
know.
Give me the damage. Give me the damage. And proc sneak. Yeah, your honey amber blade, golden glow, ripping, pulping, dead flesh and bone. Scattered and destroyed. Deal an additional 15 damage as you rip through your foe. He's pretty fucked up. What else want to do your turn?
Bonus action. Am I allowed to throw a dagger at one of the
Yeah, absolutely.
wedges?
Yeah, give me that attack. You flick a dagger into
no, wait,
your
let me use the offhand one. That makes more
hand
sense to me.
from. Can you see that?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Let me give you.
That is. That's right.
I need to see if it's worth the friendly fire of dawn again.
All right.
I also know how that feels.
It's got it hovered by anyone. Okay, so you ting out, and actually, you do such a good job. The thing above needs to save to see if this is gonna. The metal on the far side gets dented after you knock aside one brace, but the ancient Dagori engineering holds up. And it's not down. You have one of two braces down. The moment the next brace happens, this thing is getting bisected through the skull by a giant slab of stone artwork.
That's when Tento jumps off and returns to the spot next to Gambancho.
All right, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, do you want to? That was my bad. I moved you as well. All right.
I did not want to move that far. I don't think I could. I don't think I can move that far without getting offed.
So that's the turn toe, right?
I'm gonna tell Gambancho hit the other brace. Over there. He points.
Do I notice? No, I'm kidding. So out of curiosity, the red vein that's traveling up the giant's.
Yeah. So it looks.
Has that reached its head?
It's reached its head, and like the green eyes have started to have like all sorts of red flit through them.
So like cutting open the vein that was traveling up is not really gonna do much at this point, right?
I mean,
Are you a fucking surgeon?
Do
What
you
are
want
you
to give me a religion or an arcana to maybe have some idea about what the fuck is happening here?
Oh my fucking god!
I mean, you're not. I'm not. I'll say this: you're not like chasing a bunk idea, but the fact that it's reached the head is a problem. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't know how this works or why this works. You haven't spent a lot of time in Dagorian tombs with their shades.
So abiding by Tento's advice, Kibancho's gonna climb up the wall and try to hit the other tab. Will this be a normal hit?
Yeah. Just if you hit, you're gonna.
What?
You
Does 15 hit?
What do you?
You tink,
Why are you
the dark metal goes ting and their spire's cut, and then you're like up here, right? So you've had to come up here to cut it.
Yeah, you have to climb
You
up.
are
There's a reason why I threw a
spattered
dagger at
in
it.
gore. As to clarify, this undead giant, chest full of burning flame pages burning out from its inside, smoking its ribs, head with weird red eyes, honestly pulped. The front of the head explodes out like a melon all over Tento and Kibancho, and the headless undead giant takes massive damage for over half of its HP from the door. It is nearly destroyed, but it keeps like you don't even know if it's like a creature anymore, but its arms keep moving.
It's fucking alive still?
Not alive.
Well, technically, it was never alive to begin with.
yeah. So
Okay. Is this thing successfully restrained
it's not moving.
with the weight of the door on it?
It's
or
not
no?
moving, and it can't see.
So we can't see this coming. Well, Kibancho's gonna get off the thing and come back to the ground.
I will note, as you're looking to return to here, this
But-
shade does look rather ready to burst.
Hmm. Okay, what was my action economy to get up to like this corner and like start climbing up? I don't know how high.
It's
the
like
thing was.
15 feet up, so 40 feet round trip, maybe.
So I don't have that movement. So 15 feet up here, or sorry,
Yeah, you're like on the wall, basically.
yeah. So on the wall, it's 20 feet.
Yeah.
10
So
feet. I guess I do my second attack on the giant, and it doesn't see this coming, so I have advantage.
yep.
Oh shit, sorry, I got hit earlier. Wait, how much damage? Flame Pace was 12.
Yeah.
All right.
Spear Shroud's down. But this one I'm assuming does hit with a
Yeah,
27.
it does give you damage. You slice down the arm, the tainted blood comes out.
There is no poison with ones because it's not a crit.
Yep. These shades fly in. There's a pulse of blue light, and suddenly, whatever was holding them here is so abhorrent it is ripped from existence as blue flame explodes. Tento, roll me a wisdom save.
Wow.
Okay. You feel as if though death overcomes you, as if though you should be dead. You take 10 psychic damage, Tento.
That's not bad.
But there's also force with it that explodes as these shades are destroyed. The door comes tumbling down further. The undead giant is fully cut in half down the middle, and the nearby shades are like ripped away by this. And there's a huge blowout, and now there's just a crushed, bisected half of a giant, and the great stone art has descended, and there is pulped, ruined, undead giant, and the last of the chest begins to fumble, full of fire paste, and like its burning organs start to fall at you, Tento, as it falls forward.
Oh.
You getting the fuck out of there, I presume.
Oh. Yep. That's
All
that's Dento taking a step back. He felt like death. He's just gonna take a step back.
All right, yeah. So, a blue flame, huge blue flame like the one once over its coffin, now overtakes it. Yeah.
Hello.
So,
Do the other spirits the other shades still seem to be agitated?
the other shades were blown away in the shade explosions or faded away. The sconces all around continue to burn blue, but you don't know. You don't see any active spirits like coming after you or anything.
And are we out of turn order?
Yeah, you're out of turn order. Encounter is over.
Alright, come on, just gonna get off the wall. Come back to elevation 0. Stand in the center of the room again.
Well, that's
Okay.
done. Tento's gonna start walking to the other rooms now.
Tento,
This one.
please don't pick anything up.
Yeah.
So you examine the rooms. This one has a single sarcophagus and a row of pots with spirit tablets next to them.
Can I read them?
Yeah.
Oh wait, can I understand them?
Well,
Rephrase that.
actually, yeah. I don't think you speak Degorian, but
No.
you saw enough of it on signs in Actigoros that, like old place signs, that you would probably recognize certain like things, like they're like blessings of the dead or extollations of a divine entity. So it looks like pretty normal, like spirit tablet stuff, like prayers to have carved on a spirit tablet if you're dead.
So nothing interesting.
Well, you don't know what's in the sarcophagus.
Should we open this and see if this has anything mysterious in it?
By the way, that giant warhammer that I mentioned is just like out on the floor.
Should we open this to see if there's anything in there, or
No, we're leaving the fuck alone.
why are we here to investigate, right?
Yeah, to investigate the disturbance to this place.
I'm sure he
Thing
sent
that
us
doesn't
here.
belong. You take that out, but nothing else.
Well, let's look at one of us come here. So all we're gonna do is just
To
kill that guy.
investigate
Yeah,
and remove the disturbance.
I'm sure there's something else here too.
Okay, let's
Ooh, a
investigate.
giant hammer.
But not take anything.
I mean, I can't investigate if it's closed, now can I?
You don't need to pick it up.
So I can
You don't
open
need
it?
to take it with you.
So can I open it?
Wait, open it?
Open it. Yes, these are closed sarcophagus, right?
Yeah, they're closed sarcophagi.
Yeah.
Wait, I see your token in the middle of the room next to the warhammer.
Yeah, because I just walked away. Can I take this warhammer?
Yeah, and you see 2 sarcophagi
No,
in this room, Zion.
nothing.
Similarly, rows of pots and spirit tablets. Yeah, so you investigate very thoroughly. You determine a few things. One, you hear the distant turning of a water clock. You suspect that these doors are going to eventually close on a timer after they've been opened. You think that it gives you like a good hour or so, but these doors are going to close after you leave, or while you're here if you take too long. The pots seem to be arranged in almost a protective order, as if though these remains, though they may be honored, are kind of being contained. And the spirit tablets might be almost more for that than just the usual stuff. It also occurs to you that some of the people here are like, like bodies interred, but others are burnt to ash. And one might have certain times and places where one felt a more pressing need to incinerate the dead. Additionally, there are these sarcophagi. They look like they are carved with symbols of the gods, of the common gods worshipped in Ischydonia, and it looks like one of them is particularly well made in its craftsmanship. So well made it actually looks like it might have been made with better tools than a stonemason would have available in Ischydonia. Verging on the level of a dwarf, Josioans, very advanced technology somewhere else. So you take it all in, all the beautiful art, the beautiful wall art as well, and you see that in the walls, it's clear that like there's skeletons. Like they're not like out, but like there's like packed stone and like cemented over like areas that are like alcoves all over the walls, and they are worked into the artwork such that like at first glance you can't tell, but this place is like the walls are fucking lined with bodies.
Pretty cool.
We walk in and
Walks
cast
out.
Destroy Undead.
Yeah, there's not much, really.
Alright. There's nothing else here.
Should we take the
Now
warhammer?
we leave.
I want to take the hammer.
Tento, please don't touch the hammer. Don't pick it up.
Why not?
You can't even pick it up. It's
He can try,
giant.
and it's probably going to activate everything up again.
No, everything's closed now.
Nope. There's still spirit flames up around. There's a giant spirit flame on the door. Like, for all we know, that giant's going to wake up again and
Touch
open
hammer.
Yeah, I mean, you touch the hammer. It's old, musty,
What kind of curse does he pick up?
thick.
Is the hammer
No.
is the giant on this side again?
Half.
The
It's
half
on both sides right now.
of the giant is on this side, half of it is
Can I
on the
look
other.
at the arm, like where the bite
Yeah,
was?
you see a pair of fang marks, and you see there seems to have been like an injection of, well, it's sort of moving on with the other stuff and getting muddied, but like a deep sanguine blood.
Does it still look like it's moving or anything?
No.
Okay.
Its ruined body is
Does
seeping out of the
the
floor,
wolf
so the blood
symbol
is
mean
mostly filling
anything?
out.
What's that, Darren?
Does the wolf symbol mean anything?
Well, when you look at it and you recall the Western art, it kind of looks like those wolves.
Kill all wolves.
Is he? Do you think this giant was that guy in the story?
You would
He's
have
got like.
Probably.
Sorry, go on.
you would appraise this to be a very valuable artifact, not very useful as a weapon unless you are a giant or otherwise able to wield a giant bronze warhammer. Also, society has progressed slightly from bronze as primary metal for weapons, but you know, it's not
So
bad.
collectible, you say?
Well, yeah, you think it would sell to a lot of money to the right party. But finding a buyer is going to be tricky.
Ah, useless.
Getting it out here is
I
also
mean, you know, Grandma in
Where's that first place again?
it wasn't in Marasatoshi. It was in the very first town you came to in
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the first town was.
Safu Clan. Safushiro? No, Safuchi. Point is, yeah, I
Sounds
mean,
familiar.
you could find a fence. You could find a fence for this. It just you can't sell it like at the next merchant you meet.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so it's a question of whether or not you think it's worth eventually possibly getting a lot of money, and Zion intends to build something that can wield a giant's warhammer.
Can we give it to the wallet of no name?
I doubt it could also pick it up.
So it's not a matter of whether or not I could lift it because it's very strong, right?
It's just matter.
The
if you
problem
use it.
the problem is the rope the machine of no name is like large but like medium creature sized, right? You would need to upscale the mecha to let it wield a hammer that big.
Oh, this
Effectively.
is also a kaiju battle.
Fucking mecha, but fucking hammer.
You put 2 pilot seats in there. You have a Jaeger.
Oh
I mean,
my gosh!
Eventually, we will have a Gurren Lagann type of thing going
Let's
on.
go! Why don't we take this hammer?
oh my god. So yeah, do you want to take the hammer
How do we
with you?
store it though? That's the real problem, actually.
Yeah, it's too
You have
wide to
no
fit in
way-
the bag of holding.
Wait,
have
wait.
no way to
Is
take
it
it out,
all bronze?
It is a pure bronze warhammer, yes. Well, it's
Like, is
it's
it
got-
all of it bronze, or just like
it's got
the handle?
the
wooden?
handle is like leather. It has like a leather grip on it. Leather and hide
But it's
grip.
all metal. There's like no wooden bits.
Yeah.
Ah, dang it! Thought we could just like break it down. Just take the hammer head. Ah,
Making
that's
this
such a cool
ancient
idea.
Artifact in the tomb that it's supposed to be in is a bad idea.
Mm,
Also, probably deface a lot of the value of it if that's what you're going for.
The
We
wa-
still have no good way to take it out of here without it
But
being
no, I don't
noticeable
care
that we
about the
take
value. I
out
just
a
want
giant-
the
yeah,
robot
the lights
can wield it.
The lights flicker in and out, and the water clock drips. There's only
Ah.
so much time in a night.
Let's get out of
Alright.
here
spent
before
some
that
time
something
honestly,
happens to the doorway to
is
the
there a
southwest
way
when
to,
we're
like,
trapped in here.
Permanently break this door real quick, the center one.
Oh, you've already done
I
so.
think it is.
You've
Oh,
already,
it's already permanently broken.
You
We
distri-
broke the mechanism holding it up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, technically speaking, someone could like if they could trigger it
Phase
to
through
draw,
it, yeah, sure.
but you know there'd be no. It would come up and slam down like a guillotine immediately.
Okay,
So just
fine.
Kabancha's gonna make before the exit.
Oh
all
wait,
right, yeah.
Zion,
and-
can't you just like enlarge yourself and like pick it up?
I can also reduce the size of the hammer.
True. Do you want to?
It's only for a minute, though. I don't think it's worth it.
Oh, because then we wouldn't be able to take it. Wait, how will we take it out of
So,
the bag? We put it in the bag.
When you come,
Sorry.
when you come to the far side, Kabancha, you do feel some resistance.
Yeah.
Make me a charisma save.
I will leave it. Sad face.
Yeah, you pass through just fine. You've come through death, Kabancho, to be here. Nothing holds you back. Now, Pento and Zion, you pass through just fine. no need for a check. And
Especially
Lonnie,
Zion.
Lonnie, I presume you also depart.
Yeah.
Lumi gives you a look through the field, like, what was that? What's going on here? Why did you have a whole fight? Why was there a giant in there? What's going on?
Kabanzo's go with the Lumi and was like, "I'm sorry for what I said. I don't know if you heard any of it."
She sticks out her tongue. Lonnie, give me a charisma save.
This was magical, right?
Yeah.